Hello and welcome to Down by the Gram on Cam with me, the Grandmaster Kush, talking all things Amsterdam, coffee shops and everything from the cannabis community. Joining me as always, I have my co-host, the Fade Fairy.
Hello, hello.
How are you? You good for this?
Yeah, excited.
So we're still on the 2 cameras and hopefully we'll be back to 3 cams by next week. But this week we have joined us, we have Rus and Zoe from the Amsterdam Coffeeshop Awards. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, appreciate it.
So before we get started, we've got a word from our sponsor, 21 by 20, Life Summed Up. So you can choose between a snapback or a beanie.
Oh, I'll take a snapback.
Snapback? Okay, perfect. So they're not on general sale yet. They're just for the smoking elite of the high society.
Edition.
So yeah.
Wow.
And then before we get started, I'm going to find out what kind of smokers you are. So I'm going to ask you 4 questions in 20 seconds. So I'll let Rus get capped up. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're going to ask you 4 questions in 20 seconds.
Guys, I apologize. That's why I'm wearing a hat today.
I'll keep the cam on me while you were changing. They seen nothing, don't worry. Perfect. So I'm going to ask you 4 questions in 20 seconds. You answer first and then you answer second, so we're not doing it over. So weed or hash?
Weed.
Sativa or indica?
Indigo.
Sativa.
Rolled or in bowls?
Bongs.
Bowls, yeah.
Bowls, yeah.
So what was the first coffee shop you ever smoked in?
Ooh, the first coffee shop I ever smoked in was actually the coffee shop the other side.
Oh, the other side, yeah,
Yeah.
on the end of the gay street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a nice shop. I never really go in. I haven't seen their menu in a while. I went to go buy a few days ago and they had the cat there and I had the dog, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not going there. So.
I went in there, got their bubble gum.
Yeah. When was this?
2017.
Okay. That was your first time in Amsterdam?
Remember the strain.
I had been in Amsterdam before, but I was under 18, so I couldn't go in the coffee shops.
Okay, no way.
But I tried
Makes you sound
a
like
lot
you're
of
like
bubble gum
22
when
right
I,
Yeah.
when I,
You're still
when
a
I
kid.
was here, so it was, it was nice to see that on the
Yeah,
menu.
no, it's a nice shop
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
And same for you, or
I think so. I was gonna say Super Skunk, but I think it might have been
were you together your first
Other side.
time?
It was the
because
other
we
side,
were
yeah.
together. It
Yeah.
was
Okay.
like one of those like 2-day no sleep.
Yeah.
We couldn't get into the Airbnb, but the code was our birthday like type situation.
But it was the European way, where the
Okay.
the month and the day are the opposite.
So you're putting it backwards.
So we're putting it backwards, and it's like, what the hell? So we finally get in the room. She's dead. Well, we're both dead exhausted.
Yeah.
She took a nap. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna find us some weed. It was the closest coffee shop that I ran
Okay,
in.
nice.
The bubble gum was perfect. So I think, yeah. When she woke up, we took a stop over there and had a sesh.
Yeah,
We got a
nice.
sesh sense. We should go back.
Yeah. I haven't been in it in a while. Have you ever been on the other side?
I don't think so,
It's
actually.
the one literally just off
With the little steps up it.
It's, do you know the Leidsestraat? So let's
Yeah.
say you come up from the flower market and then you turn left onto the gay street. It's the
Yeah.
first one on your right. It has, 2 steps up. Yeah,
I do. I think I've ran in
It
there. I
has
think dropping
the
off
red, green and yellow kind of Rasta colour sign on it. So it's
does.
it seems like a nice shop, but I haven't been there in a long time. So.
I remember. I think they had the Pringle machine. I think
Okay,
that was our first
yeah.
exposure to the Pringle
Oh, I
machine.
just got the headphones back. Did
Yeah,
anyone
yeah,
else?
yeah, same, my
I don't know what.
headphones are
Hopefully, it didn't affect your audio, but we just got our headphones back
Oh,
fully
that's
working.
great.
So I don't know. We had some technical difficulties for the last 2, so hopefully we don't have that again.
I
Because
didn't notice anything there.
no, the episode 9 with strain caners are the sound for the whole thing. I don't know if it was my mic, but it's just echoey and stuff. And then the last one we done in pre to me, the first 10 minutes, one of the mics was off, so the sound was shit. And it got a bit better after that, so it's watchable. If you've turned off after 10 minutes, go back because it's well worth watching.
And we're
So,
learning.
yeah,
we're
we're
learning.
learning,
We're
that's
trying
it.
to bring you the real side.
Yeah.
Shit happens in life.
So yeah, we hopefully that didn't affect
fantastic.
it. We can hear you better, so hopefully. So tell us a bit about the awards.
Yeah.
How many years
Yeah.
is going now?
This is the 3rd year.
Third
now.
year, yeah.
Zoe and I created it.
Pull the
toward-
mic a little bit closer
sorry.
so I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, Zoe and I created the concept towards the end of COVID as a way to give back to the community.
Yeah,
You
of
know,
course. Get everyone together.
Yeah, 2 long, hard years of inconsistent measures, things back and forth.
Yeah.
First the coffee shops are completely closed to everyone, and
Yeah.
then just takeaway only, and no tourists coming in, so it was really difficult.
To try and get an award show with all
So
this going
Bring
on.
people
So
together.
yeah, we just wanted to give back to the community. We were only able to do a digital award ceremony,
Yeah.
but we wanted to do something to
Yeah, no,
pay
of
respects
course.
to these people who are working so hard
Yeah.
day in and day
Yeah.
out. So that's
Yeah, there's a lot of categories as well. You've
Yeah.
pretty much covered every aspect of the cannabis industry in here, so it's good that you shout out everybody. You know what I mean? Everyone gets the light shone on them for a second. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The Budtenders, the drinks, everything, papers. So that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the people's choice is important because that's
Yeah,
really
well, they're
some
the
of
people that
are
know.
behind the scenes,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they're making the industry run.
Yeah, of course.
We couldn't have it. It's great who has the best flower, but if there was no good budtenders
Yeah,
or
no.
anything, we
Yeah.
couldn't have that.
No, that's
So
it.
Even
There's
to
a lot
put
more
the
to the.
hype on them kind of topics.
It's really
Yeah.
cool this year, honestly. The budtenders participating are fantastic. They're
Yeah.
so
Yeah, you've good
enthused,
lineup.
You know, it's
Yeah.
it's probably just helping the shops. Even,
Yeah.
so everybody's kind
It
of more
is.
motivated. But
Yeah.
not saying people weren't motivated before, but it's just
Nice.
Yeah, no, it
Yeah.
gets
It's
people
nice to
interested and
keep
people
people
talking
interested.
about
Yeah,
different
it's very
shops
in
and
that way, and also to even then bring light, as you're saying, to the budtenders.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like it's always the coffee shops that are getting recognised, whereas like there is a little army behind all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That are
Keep
like
this city going.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
we
and
wouldn't be
give out the
supplied
knowledge
without
and
them.
give out the, you know what I mean,
Literally
help
the
people
time,
along.
everything. So it's a nice,
yeah.
really nice concept to work
Yeah.
with. Yeah.
And it also shows people that like they've been here a few times and they know a handful of shops and suddenly they're like, oh, everyone seems to like this shop, maybe I'll check that out, or
Yeah.
that sounds nice, or this sounds good, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it shows stuff that people haven't
Sure.
seen before and stuff and all, so it's nice.
For sure, yeah. There's just so many different elements that draw people into the coffee shops.
Yeah.
It's always saying it's the flower is great, hash is great. Of course, people want the products, but there's more.
Yeah,
to
there's
it.
more to it
You
than just
know, you
that.
see, there's a culture in the coffee shop
Yeah.
community. You
Yeah.
have different shops that you want to just sit down and hang out with
Yeah.
because you want to have
Yeah.
a nice chat with the budtender.
That's it.
Or
Literally.
one shop might have a great beverage.
Yeah,
wanna just
you
sit
might
down
go
and
there
have a
just for their
milkshake.
drinks, just for
Yeah.
their seats, just for their
Yeah.
games, or you know
Yeah,
what I mean,
or
whatever
have a
they.
huge lounge. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just amazing. Some have art
Yeah.
galleries, and it's really cool to see
Yeah.
these shops really helping out the community in many different areas.
Yeah,
'cause-
no, for sure.
Yeah, so like
And
I
how
said,
many categories is it this year?
we have was it
20.
25 people's choice categories.
Wow.
Nice.
And 12 industry analyzed categories, which is
Did
where
you
we
just-
have a jury which analyze the different products from best sativa,
Yeah.
best indica, best
Oh,
bubble
nice.
hash. So we
Okay,
do have the
nice.
industry award.
I see you have
categories,
Mila
too.
the Hash Queen.
Yes, Mila is
Yeah.
one of our
Yeah.
industry judges.
That's
as
That's
well.
a nice judge to get.
Yeah, she was just on, I think, one of your last episodes.
Yeah, we literally had her on the
Yeah.
last episode.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
amazing to
yeah.
hear her stories. I never met her before that day, and
Oh,
to get to sit down for
wow,
2 hours and hear all her stories was
Phenomenal.
unbelievable.
Yeah, it really
Yeah,
was.
amazing.
Yeah, good.
Like she's a big hash smoker, so she
Oh,
was
yeah.
fangirling
Yeah.
for sure when we found out we were going to get a chance to interview her. So hopefully we get to do it again as well, because I know Tony
definitely.
Balboa said if he was coming on, that would his guest to come on with him will be Mila. So hopefully we
nice.
get
Oh, that'd be a
round
fun one,
two. You know,
definitely.
yeah, Tony and
Oh,
Mila.
Boy
That's
stories.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
she's a pioneer.
Oh,
With our judges panel, we really wanted to give the best thorough assessment of all the
Yeah.
products. So we
Nice.
have a wide range of judges from different backgrounds,
Yeah.
areas of
Nice.
expertise,
Areas
Nice.
of the world.
areas of the world,
Yeah,
ages.
that's even cool.
Yeah.
Because it's the only way to really give a thorough
yeah,
assessment
a
of these
good
products.
broad
Yeah.
kind of gauge of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To have people from all walks of life that into all different types, and you know what I mean? See what they think of it. And
Mhm.
So if it's the one group of like very much like-minded people,
Yeah.
they'll kind of sway
people
to
that
the same
grew up smoking
product.
the same
Exactly.
weed
Whereas
and
if
doing the
it's-
same stuff. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? The
it's
same.
interesting.
the variety.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to do it because
Oh, for
everyone has
sure.
their different
That's it. Like I
techniques,
grew up only
everything.
smoking hash. She grew up only smoking weed, so we had
Yeah.
totally different entries into the weed
Yeah.
world. And now she only smokes hash, and I only smoke weed. We've
Right.
completely swapped. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's
Just
and all
even-
four of us, live in the same place.
yeah,
Yeah.
and all
Similar
smoke different
age, we
stuff,
probably all have completely.
different
I mean, even
tastes,
the last
different.
5 minutes or so,
Yeah.
we established we
Like
have
that-
completely different
That's
tastes.
it. I don't
Yes,
even
it
smoke
is.
bombs. You only smoke
Yeah.
bombs. She only
Yeah.
smokes hash. I only smoke weed. So even at this table, we've got a variety.
So
So
it's
Yeah.
if you bring them in from around the world and different ages and different categories, it's going to be interesting
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure.
she loves the sativas. I'm more an indica.
Yeah, I'm
smoker
indica
these
for
days.
sure. Yeah.
exactly,
yeah.
yeah. So
Everyone has their own personal preference, which is amazing.
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah, who else is on the judging panel?
We have Drew Sharing.
Oh, yeah,
is one
yeah,
of our-
seeing that,
one
yeah.
of our judges.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Terp Inspectors, they are
I never heard that.
here from the Netherlands.
Okay,
They
nice.
do some really great analysis of some products.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
They
That's
do
a lovely
actually
thing to
like
do.
laboratory style kind of checks, do they?
I don't know if it's
They
full on
are-
laboratory analysis, but they do really nice macro photography.
Okay,
checking
that
out
kind of
the,
getting
you
deep
know,
into
the-
it. Yeah, nice.
I believe they're educated. Their background is in like botanical science.
Okay, so they do know
have,
what they're
like, a
talking
new-
about.
Beautiful.
Kind of
Yeah.
a different perspective.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
really,
No, that's nice for
also.
sure. And Wednesday, final days?
The final day for
The award show I meant.
the award
Yeah,
show
like
itself
that is
is
a
on the
one.
25th of November.
25th.
So that's Saturday, November 25th.
Nice.
That's over at the Veronica Ship. in NDSM.
Oh, nice, nice.
But we have a whole weekend of activities
I
going
see
on.
it on the website. You have a
busy,
list of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Friday we have a variety of
Beautiful.
different smoke sessions around the city.
Nice.
We're going to be doing a pre-party over at Big Shots across from the Plug.
Okay,
With
nice.
some DJs and variety of different free giveaways from sponsors, and then the main event is going to be over
The NDSM.
Veronica Ship NDSM.
Nice.
We're also working with some graffiti artists that are going to be doing graffiti showcase as
Oh,
well.
that's going to be sick.
Sick.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, well, it's a
It's
whole day
cool
event
concept.
this Saturday.
The Saturday is going to be from 1 in the afternoon until 9 in the evening. So we have 8
Nice.
hours.
That's a session.
A lot of
yeah.
smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoking on
networking,
Friday also.
um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
We have the award ceremony,
Beautiful.
of course, and then afterwards we're going to have some live music as well.
Oh,
So,
nice.
a little after party.
Oh, that'd be a good day.
and
That's
we
Okay.
have
really chill,
our
yeah.
How many people will you be expecting at that?
400.
Oh, nice.
And we
Not
have,
getting another 20 in there, no?
what was that?
Getting another 20 in there.
We should try, right?
Yeah.
Nice weather.
Fuck the fire marshal. We're just
Unfortunately,
putting 20
no,
more.
We
We'll be
can't,
fine.
we
you know
can't
what I mean?
push it to that. But like, we could just say we did 420.
Yeah.
Yeah, 400 people. It's going to be a really nice
Yeah,
event.
that's a solid number,
8
yeah.
hours. And we have a bunch of different vendors and sponsors that are going to be
Nice.
set up with
So it'll
their,
be a full
their
the
booths.
whole day event.
yeah,
with plenty of things to do.
Yeah, we couldn't, do the event without the sponsor support. So we have some really great sponsors helping us out this
Nice.
year. Seed Stalkers, Dabex, which you see the Dabex go right
yeah.
here. I'll use that in a
Oh,
little
these
bit. to
are
show
a
you.
new one.
Yeah.
We haven't seen them ones.
Hamper Co. From the States, as well as Mood Mats,
Okay. Nice.
and a variety of other sponsors.
Nice,
too.
man.
So yeah,
Yeah,
there's
a
some
lot of
really
people
great
on
brands
board.
that have come
Yeah.
on board this year to help us out.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's
They
really
do make the events because you
Oh, for
have
sure.
the passion and the idea,
Mhm.
but you do need these people to come, and
Yeah.
that's the
But
community.
they need
It's the
people like
worldwide.
you to show
Yeah.
showcase their products as well. You know what I mean? So
beautiful what you're doing.
everybody's
Yeah.
helping everybody in these kind of situations. So it's great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really cool. Every aspect of it really is community based. Like the
Yeah.
people's choice
I like
wouldn't
that.
be possible without
Yeah.
the community.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
And
Products
the
wouldn't
voting
be
is
possible,
daily,
the
isn't it?
judging. Yes, so we have the People's Choice Awards going on right now. That the past 2 weeks
I
we
think it
had
just started yesterday, did it?
nominations. Correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
the past 2 weeks we had nominations. People could nominate everything from their favorite flower menu
Budtender.
at coffee shops to favorite Budtender,
Influencer.
influencer.
Trying to get the
Not begging for votes, but
Wink, wink, nudge,
Yeah,
nudge.
yeah.
Cannabis themed board game.
Yeah, another cannabis. So if you see highs and stones on the list of cannabis board games, give it an L vote.
Yeah,
And,
all these
Reppin'.
nominations were submitted by the public, so
Yeah.
even going
That's
through
even
them, we got
nice.
to learn about.
yeah,
the
no, you
brands,
learn
and
new
it's-
people, and
Yeah, really.
It's
that
just
is
that's
building
it.
the
Shine the light on a
networking
lot
that
of new
much
things,
further.
even
Yeah.
for yous. And
Oh,
if
for
yous
sure.
if yous don't know about it, how many other people don't know
Exactly.
about
Right.
it? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's why it's amazing.
Yeah, so over the last 2 weeks, everybody in Amsterdam, the community, we had a ton of nominations this year. Nominated
Yeah.
their favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, big list. Really
Yeah.
big list.
And come
I
here,
was up for 2 days straight
I-
going through big
I
lists.
seen there was an art one, but I don't see the voting for it. Did that not happen in the
The
end?
what?
An art, like a mural kind of
It's
category.
on there, yeah.
I
There's
didn't see it.
It's on there.
You
There's,
sure?
Yes.
Okay, because I nominated her fairy house for it. So if you see the fairy house on it, I didn't see it. Vote for the fairy house.
It wasn't me.
I nominated the fairy house,
I know.
but it deserves it. If it's an art thing, it deserves it for sure.
Yeah, so the voting's going on the next about week and a half, 2 weeks. It ends on 19th.
No, it ends on the 24th.
On 24th?
The day before
Oh,
the
it ends
Oh,
on
so
24th.
nearly
okay.
2
Day
weeks.
So you
before
guys have
the
until the
award
24th to
ceremony,
check it
yeah.
out.
So vote daily
Vote
on,
for your favorites. You can vote once per day.
and the website is Amsterdam Coffeeshop Awards.
Amsterdam Coffee Shop Awards. Vote.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just go on there, vote.
AmsterdamCoffeeShopAwards.com.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
you just have to
oh, yeah,
register with your
.com.
email, I think, and just make your vote then.
Super easy, super
Yeah.
easy. Yeah, we've
And
tried
there's-
to make it as easy as possible.
There's 25 categories, so go through them all, have a quick look.
Yeah.
We showed in the CBD category, Bud Bombs. We had him
Yeah.
on before, so give him a show.
Oh.
Then Dunk on Dank, Dunky from the Damprink. I nominated him as well, just to annoy him.
He's,
So yeah.
he's just spamming
So,
everyone.
vote
But
for
it's nice
best
though in
Budtender.
that way, really.
Because people wouldn't nominate themselves, you know what I mean? So it's good to nominate somebody who
Yeah,
deserves
right,
it as
right.
well, you know what I mean?
It's good to
AG.
see. Yeah, I hope that's what I was thinking as I was putting it up. Like, I hope at least one person saw it. It was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
exciting. It's,
Yeah.
It is really. Even when I was going
Yeah.
through the list to be voting, it was nice to as you're saying, there's products that I didn't know or wouldn't have recognised.
Forget
Like-
about or didn't think of. So
Yeah,
many
exactly,
things.
like
like-
even coffee shops, everything. And there's some I think like nice fresh ones, and also like the main ones that you see in a lot of the cups. You have a nice mix.
That's
Like
what
a
I was thinking
variety,
too. I
and
was
like
so glad to see
yeah,
it. Exactly.
like even I think Bluebird was in one of them, which is usually like I love it. It's a really lovely shop. Like it's all pre-bagged and kind of like old school.
Yeah, so it gets
But
mixed
the-
reviews for sure.
Yeah, but as you said, the actual energy in the shop, the service you get, the vibe, you can chill and chat with the Budtenders.
Yeah.
I don't
For
remember if it
that,
was
it's
best
a-
coffee shop, but it was definitely.
They have a nice
I
big
think they
lounge.
could have got
Yeah.
string.
Yeah.
It
It
might
might
have
have been
been
lounge.
They have
Yeah,
the
for
seat
that
upstairs,
beautiful
downstairs, and
spot.
outside. You've got
Outside,
3
yeah,
options
yeah.
here, so
It's a nice way to bring it because they might win with their menu, which
Yeah.
most like cups are about, whereas they'll win with their actual the
their
energy,
lounge, yeah, for
the
sure.
atmosphere,
They'd be up there.
I mean, honestly, that's
Yeah.
so true though. There's shops, you know, I'll literally run in for 30 seconds because I
Yeah.
like their menu and I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
And then there's
Literally.
shops where no offense,
that's
I don't
it.
care for the menu, but
Yeah.
I'd love to sit there all day.
That's
Yeah,
it. And then there's some
yeah.
shops you'll just buy there just so you can get to sit there, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
Then there's shops that you'll buy and sit, you know what I mean? You're like, I
Yeah.
like their weed and I like their their seats
Yeah.
here,
Right,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? So there
You're
is
never
so
bored
many
too.
different
There's
no.
like about 160. So
Yeah,
you're never
that's
bored.
it. So it's doing this podcast and doing the polls and all, it gets you to go out to see more of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
especially with the lighters, the smoke wall we're going to do later. There's some of them we haven't been to or we don't know in a while. So I'm like, right, if I want to talk on this properly, I got to go out there again. You know what I mean? It gives you a
Yeah.
reason to go out there and check it out
Exactly,
and
yeah.
stuff. So
That makes me realize too. Another part of the weekend, the week before the event, we're going to be having a coffee shop crawl,
oh, nice.
which will be
Nice.
encouraging the community to actually check out the shops.
Different
Yeah.
shops and
Where
all.
the
Nice.
entries are going to be. We will have a map online and just
Oh,
different.
nice.
Yeah, we have these
Beautiful
these
way.
bags, so all the shops that have entered products can display their, you know, if someone comes.
Okay, that's their entry.
Sorry, if someone comes and purchases,
Yeah.
you know, an entry from the shop,
They'll
they
come
get
in
one of
the
the
official
Mylar
bags.
So
Nice.
you know, it encourages the customers.
Yeah,
to
no,
get
for
involved
sure.
As well.
I remember the first cup I was ever kind of seeing when I was here was the 25-year anniversary of the High Times. They
Oh,
came
nice,
back
yeah.
Okay.
and they had like that. You could go to different shops and we were going in going, do you have an entry? And if they had an entry, we were just buying it. You know what I mean? Just going to every shop. Are you entering? And half the shops like, what's the cup? You know what I mean? Other shops like, yeah, here's our entry and stuff. But to have your
With the
own
bags,
bag is nice. You know what I mean?
It's
If
like
we-
little treasure hunt
Yeah.
in a way. You want to go
Yeah.
and collect
Exactly,
them all.
Yeah.
exactly,
That's
okay.
a
like
lovely buzz.
if we went
yeah.
in there and had like a High Times bag for everyone, we would have been all over it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
So-
good to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, starting the week before the event, and then of course continuing after.
So
the
you
event,
can go
know,
online, then you
everybody's
can actually
encouraged to
go
check
and
out,
check
yes.
all the entries yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice, that's a good.
Definitely, yeah.
And do the public have a vote on the entries, or is it just the judges?
It's
The-
just the judges
The exact,
for.
yeah, flour and things
Yeah,
like that.
it's
are
for-
just
it's for the
public.
best
Maybe in the
because it's-
future, we'll see. This is the first year we're implementing the crawl.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the
But no, I
pandemic
th-
regulations are over, so we can fully do things.
I,
But,
I think people would just vote on the
yeah.
shop they like, not the strain. You
That's-
know what I
that's
mean?
the
what we
It's-
thought
issue.
as
It
well.
would
That's the
have
problem.
to be,
Yeah.
maybe like you get a code with the bag in the future years, and then you can
Yeah.
go, ooh, I'm thinking now.
Yeah.
Like,
Now, if you actually
Yeah.
you've
Yeah.
actually bought it, then you
Yeah.
can have a say.
that's the thing too.
But
yeah,
if you're
yeah.
just saying, "Oh, it's from my favorite shop," I'm gonna vote for them.
That's
you know
the
what I
thing
mean?
with the People's Choice nominations too. I'll add, like, you don't need to vote in every category.
Yeah.
And we have that on purpose because we
Yeah.
don't want people to just, oh, that's a fun name. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'll vote for that. Yeah, if you
one,"
don't know it,
because-
don't vote for it. You know what I
Sometimes
mean?
I can't lie, I've done that because they don't let you go on to the next page without voting. But I'm
Exactly,
like,
that's
I don't
right.
know any of these
Yeah.
strains, and I'm just
No, that-
voting literally off the
Just
name.
because they're
Oh,
making it.
psychedelic mushroom funhouse. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
fuck
vote
it,
for
go
that. That has
Give
to
them
be-
a vote.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they earned it.
Literally, yeah, so that's a nice
so, yeah,
way to
don't,
do it.
Don't
You
judge a
can,
book by its cover.
Yeah, no,
Literally,
vote for
yeah.
what you want. If you don't have an opinion on it, just
if
leave
you
it
don't
blank.
have the knowledge,
Yeah.
like
Also,
literally
yeah.
put my hand up if I didn't know the strains.
Yeah.
I nearly shouldn't be voting on
No,
it.
you're
You know what I mean?
nearly ruining
Yeah,
the
at
vote.
least-
you
Yeah,
know what
so
I mean?
it's a nice
Educate
way to
yourself a
do
bit
it. That
first,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's only the ones
Like
that
imagine,
you know.
imagine like politics elections were like that. Someone's like, he's got a funny name, and people just start voting for him.
I mean, I think
We'd have
even, I hate
random
to say,
idiots. and
even
shit.
local elections, I don't know.
I'm
Yeah.
sure
how
it's
it is in
happened. You know what I
Holland
mean?
or
People are like, he
Ireland,
sounds
but
all right.
In New York, it is. You go in the booth, and it's like,
Who's he? Who's he?
okay, these are the Republicans. Who are the Democrats? Who are you? Who are you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool name.
Yeah. That's it. Just
presidents,
voting with no
yeah.
knowledge of who they are or what
yeah,
they're
that's
about.
not good. That doesn't
Never
Yeah.
smelt
feel
it.
good. So.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not
exactly.
trust. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will give a quick plug though. We are linking everything back to our AudioKush directory.
Oh, yeah?
So
Yeah,
you'll be able to
absolutely.
click in and kind of learn more about the coffee shop.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
if you want to refresh your memory. Oh, I think I remember that shop. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
the one with the Pringles machine? But,
Yeah.
yeah,
And so,
that's-
what is the AudioKush? Is that what that is? It's
So
a full
That's
directory.
your
Our brand
original?
AudioKush, we started about 5-6 years ago. We are a kind of full service news and media outlet for the cannabis industry.
Nice.
Yeah,
More
beautiful.
recently, we've added more business directory, like social networking type features. Kind of the same idea as the cup, really, to draw awareness of the cannabis brands doing the right thing and the good thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Here in Amsterdam and here where we're from in New York, also a lot of the dispensaries are kind of
What's it like back there
off
now?
the grid,
Yeah.
not regulated.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Oh, here's an ounce for $50.
Oh yeah.
Probably
Can't go wrong with
run
that.
away, you know.
And
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with
Okay,
that
yeah.
if you go to the wrong
You
shop
can
because
go right with it though too.
Yeah.
It's like a really weird
Okay.
climate.
it's a
you
very
know?
weird
So
market. You
it's-
can get some of the best products for very affordable prices.
Yeah,
or you
and
can
some
get
shit products for
really-
terrible prices.
Yeah, so
scary, but it's very
if you
similar
know-
to
And
Amsterdam.
And are they just
yeah.
scattered across Manhattan now?
We live in western part of New York,
So-
so like
Okay.
Niagara Falls
Complete opposite
area.
side.
Oh,
of the
okay.
state.
You're in
So there are-
New York State more
There are a
than.
handful of like the legal dispensaries
Mhm.
now,
Yeah.
but we live near sovereign Native American land. And
Okay,
that's like
yeah.
the little
They
loophole.
they were only
For a few
talking about
years
that
back,
last
yeah.
week. They don't pay
You just
tax
said-
or anything, the
Yeah,
natives.
it's
Yeah, they don't
tax
pay
free,
taxes.
but it's
Petrol is
it's an
cheap.
unregulated market right now because
Okay.
it's not regulated by the state.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they do have actual regulations within their territory.
Yeah.
So they do have like their own cannabis regulatory board. But
Okay.
it's recently
Is this
just
the natives
been-
or the
yes.
states?
the Native
natives as
American-
well?
I think the
Beautiful.
state has to go in though too.
But
I
not
think so,
all of
but-
the businesses there actually are paying for the licensing.
Okay.
So there's
Okay.
a lot of these shops that are just kind of popping up
Yeah.
and selling really poor
Dodgy.
quality
Yeah.
products. But then
That's
also
They're not being
some of the-
regulated.
Yeah, and it's a shame, and honestly, you can't fully blame them because they don't even know.
Yeah.
They're
Because
just-
it's such
yeah.
a new industry, and
I-
they're just trying to help people out.
Yeah, everyone's
It's-
giving it a
it's-
go. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Because New York State really screwed up. They didn't get anything for 2 years.
I
They
think
had
they're
a
cutting
recreational
dispensaries,
market,
so, yeah, or
but you
limiting
couldn't
it.
get the products.
Okay.
You couldn't get
So
them. You
You
couldn't
still
grow.
can't grow. You still can't grow.
Yeah, you still
legally.
can't grow unless you
So
have
it's
a
like
medical
Amsterdam
license.
nearly. You
Yeah.
can.
It's very similar, and that's why these
New
things
Amsterdam,
are so
huh?
important. Yeah, it literally lives
Yeah.
up to the name, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why this is so important to recognize. Maybe we'll do this in New York also. The dispensaries and the coffee shops that are doing some kind of quality
Yeah.
control.
Because there's some
they-
amazing places out there, and then just like it is here, you have some places that are there just to make a quick buck.
Just make
and,
up the numbers.
They don't
You
actually
need to
care
have,
about cannabis.
You need
Yeah.
to have
People
the
are passionate
passion,
about
yeah.
it,
Yeah.
And it could be so dangerous, and
Yeah.
cannabis has enough bad names.
Yeah, you don't need
Yeah,
this,
you don't wanna
especially
get
in
so
America
dirty.
where
Yeah.
everything's blown out of proportion.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's
you
here,
know what
though.
I mean.
they're
So
trying to close the coffee
Yeah.
shops, so it's.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
it's
crazy.
tough,
But I
you
think
know?
I've heard the same in Thailand. I heard like when they legalized it, there was like 800 shops open. Now I heard like a lot of them are closing back down because they're like,
Oh, it was.
we all gave it a go, but there's not room for
Yeah.
everybody here. You know what I mean?
Even
So
New
it's,
York, yeah, it's kind of like that. You'll drive down the road and like, wasn't there a dispensary?
yeah, wasn't there
You know?
7 dispensaries? Now there's
Yeah.
one left. You know what I
Literally,
mean?
literally.
I mean,
yeah.
now
So they're like up and down
Yeah,
a lot, like.
it's
Yeah.
just settling, I'd say. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah.
Everyone's giving
Some
it
of
a
them are little
go.
like trailers too, so they even move. It's crazy, man.
Fuck.
It's crazy.
That's beautiful,
Yeah.
though.
It's
I
wild.
yeah,
Like an
no.
ice cream truck, you know, there's
Yes.
put the bells on, fucking Afro
Oh,
Man music or
literally,
something.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
have a friend.
Guys
Big
like,
ups,
"Ha."
John. But they have the what's it
it's
called?
not in operation anymore. It's
Oh,
a
no.
shame. But they had
It's
the
gone.
it was
The
the
mystery-
mystery bus, like from
the mystery machine.
Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Yes, and he had this bus, and he would go around and set out inside of like Bills games or
No way.
big
Like a food
music
truck,
events,
like
Yeah.
a
and
music
sell
event.
sell his weed. But
Fuck
it was
off.
donations.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how they were able to operate.
Get away
It
with
was
it.
a
I
weird
love
gray
that.
area.
But it was
but they ended up
identical to the
shutting it down.
mystery machine.
No way.
Oh,
But
I
yeah,
didn't know
that
they
was
shut
that
down.
was
I'm
one of
sad now.
the really interesting operations that
Yeah.
was happening.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's beautiful.
Everyone just tries it and then see who's left, you know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
settles out and he's like,
You
can I,
have to
can I
hang
sell
on.
weed out of a Scooby Doo van? Turns out you can't,
There's
but I gave it a go.
Yeah, the
you
fact
should
that
be
you
able to
did,
do
yeah,
that.
you should.
Yeah.
That's
That's
the thing with
fucking
Amsterdam. Though. Some
phenomenal.
of these shops have been around since legitimately the 90s.
Yeah.
Some have been
Yeah.
around since the 70s. Some of them probably before that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
they're
like, we
over
don't know,
40
but-
years old, some
Yeah.
of them. Yeah. No
So
way.
that's it. Like Mila was saying, she had her tea room in the 65 or something. I think she
Yeah.
said it
Oh, I'm
was.
sure,
so-
yeah, those tea rooms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's what when I done the
Beautiful.
4 questions in 20 seconds, I asked her what was the first coffee shop, and then I realised you're the first coffee shop.
Mine, my
yeah,
house,
your own
my
house. You know what I
house.
mean? I don't think I'll ever have someone answer that again. You know
That's
what I mean?
great, yeah.
The first
Very
coffee
well
shop
done.
was my house. You know what I mean? What a legend! What an OG.
It's-
Wow,
that's wild.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think after 2-3 years of the recreational market opening in New York State, our region in the Western New York area only has, I think, 2 or 3 actual recreational dispensaries.
Wow.
And
If that. Yeah.
honestly, the prices, no one's going to go there because
Yeah.
for 2 years they've had all these other dispensaries open up and the prices are well affordable. You don't have to pay those state taxes and you don't have to pay the, THC percentage on top of
Yeah, I
it.
hear that is
so-
mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to find the right places, but there's some really amazing operations happening over there,
Yeah.
doing some
Yeah.
really good organic grows.
Nice.
No pesticides, really
Yeah.
testing all their products before they put them
And
on the
is this in
menu.
New York?
That's
Yes.
beautiful.
Okay, so
So-
they have got some sort of grow system there. They can grow.
You can
Civilians can't grow, but
Right.
the government can grow. Okay, yeah.
not the government. Well,
You have to
Did
have
it-
the license or.
this is happening in the Native American territories. Now
Yeah.
the ones that paid their licensing to grow legally in New York State
Yeah.
for 2 years, they've been sitting on this product because they haven't been able to put it on dispensary menus in the state.
Okay.
It costs too much for them. No one's going to buy this out of state
Yeah.
because it's going to cost too much to ship it out. Plus the energy cost in the energy cost in New York and everything. It's just
Yeah.
the price is too high, so they're stuck sitting on this. So now the state opened up where the legal New York State operations can sell to the Native American territories.
Okay.
But my
Wow.
thought with this is they already have their distributors and they're
Yeah.
paying much less already. So the chances of them actually
Uh,
making a
taking them up on
deal,
that,
yeah.
they're still going to be stuck with this product. So
Yeah, I heard
New York State really
in
screwed up.
Canada they've got a surplus like billions of ounces of weed or
Tons.
You
something.
see
Yeah.
pounds.
That's
for,
That's why
like,
you're seeing it here
yeah,
in
it's scary.
Amsterdam for
Yeah.
like $12.50 a
And
gram.
that's it,
on
like that,
menus.
it doesn't have that long of a shelf life, so either you give it away, do something with it, don't let it go to waste. Like,
Makes
you know what I mean?
grand.
That's billions of grams of weed. Like,
And like, what would the
Crazy.
price be per gram there then?
I mean,
Anywhere from $2 to
to 20.
20, 25.
so
Yeah.
let's say you're
Okay.
paying $10, you're getting something decent.
If you're paying $10 a gram,
Quite
you're
nice, yeah.
getting
Yeah.
something really nice.
Okay,
yes.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I mean, there's definitely exceptions, of course.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
You have to know where.
And then
this
the
is.
I've gotten
20
really nice grams for $5.
the
I'll be
$20
honest,
grams are
you
like-
gotta look them out, but
Yeah.
like,
Are you a Cali kind of?
Yeah, you're really nice. The ones in the Tenco,
Yeah, the
the
stuff
ones in
that's,
the big
been-
bags. Yeah, the
been,
backpack boys.
What's it?
Oh, so can you go? You don't have like delivery, because I'm.
There's
heard-
delivery
there
now.
is,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Weed
I've
maps
not
and
tried it
that.
myself, but yeah, I think
Yeah.
there is.
Yeah, shout out to
Yeah.
Canaragas. He just started doing delivery right now.
Canaraga is
yeah,
it? Live it.
Canaragas.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Deliver
in
me
Cataragas
legends.
territory is
Yeah.
where they are. So he
Oh,
created the name Canaragas
Nice.
as a pun on where he lives.
Yeah.
I actually read something though. They are gonna start delivering. Like I read something like you can literally get anything like delivered in New York City.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can
So-
because the jobs are up.
Yeah,
You can
so I
see them
think
on
you-
Indeed.com.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
job listings on our directory as
Nice.
well.
Oh,
so-
nice.
Oh,
Cannabis
Be a
jobs.
Delivery
Yeah,
boy
nice.
for.
I know
They
this-
have it like a jobs part for their website as well to get
So I
people
noticed,
cannabis
yeah,
jobs.
they started putting up some delivery jobs on Indeed.com
Nice.
recently.
There's so many cannabis jobs now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And we
Oh no,
started
it's
looking
a,
and
it's
it
a
was
big
like
industry and it's only
every
getting
few
bigger.
weeks
Yeah.
you'd see one, and now it's like hundreds, thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before
It's
you
crazy.
couldn't get a job if you had like dreadlocks, tattoos. You're
Yeah.
anyway a stoner. Nah,
Yeah.
you couldn't get a job.
Now-
Now you can get a high top job
Is
for
it
this.
true? I heard something about in New York they were giving people with criminal records first shot
Yes.
at dispensary.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
literally sorry about that. You know what I mean?
we
fucked
were.
up.
Yeah.
I think it's part of why things
Yeah.
are taking so long, and I hope that's
They're giving criminals the,
it's-
the
they're
the
at least
licenses.
figuring things out fairly.
Yeah.
But you know, I
Yeah.
think it's slowed things down.
But it's
I
such a
think that
nice
is good.
touch, though.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
is.
We put you in jail for something that you shouldn't have been there, and now you have a first chance to make a
Yeah.
business out of it, make a life from it. You know what I mean? So
Don't quote me. I think the first or second, was it the first dispensary? Second, I think. Dispensary owner in New York was
The
somebody
second,
who
yeah,
had
'cause
been.
Housing Works was the first.
Yeah,
right?
and I think it was the second gentleman.
Was,
it's on our blog. Check it out. But
Mm-hmm.
he had some serious, like life altering
convictions.
criminal involvement convictions,
Yeah.
and then
They gave him a license instead.
seems like it's going well. So I
Wow.
you can only hope, right? You can
Yeah.
only hope that.
What an audition to get
Yeah.
a license, you know what I mean? I'm going to sell weed for a while, get arrested, and eventually you're going to give me a shop. You're like,
The
Guys
only-
got to be sitting there thinking like,
Beautiful.
If
what
somebody
the
told me
heck's
that-
happened?
if
So
somebody
what,
told
they-
me
you were like
you'll get
that,
a
and next
license
thing
that
you're getting
way.
a key.
Yeah.
like,
if someone
it's not
says
where
if
it
you sell
goes.
drugs and go to jail, eventually they'll give you a license. You'll be like, I don't believe you, but I'll give it a go. You know
Look,
what I mean?
Mom, I
like
got a
it's-
business.
Yeah.
You know,
great.
Crime
It
does
is,
pay.
but it is because
Never
they
should have been
shouldn't-
crime.
Yeah, that's
you know?
it.
Exactly, literally, they should
Yeah,
never have been
no.
criminals in the
But
first place.
that's the whole problem with making drugs illegal. You're just the only one benefits is criminals. They're the people making the billions and the trillions every year from this illegal market instead of it going back into government. Even if the government are corrupt, at least it's more money in the system. You know what I mean? Hopefully they'll use some of it for good. But the more stuff that's illegal, the more criminals benefit, and they're the only people that are going to feel their hurt if it does come legal. Are criminals, drug dealers? You know what I mean? It's because anyone who sells it, or anyone who makes money from it illegally, their ones are going to be like, shit. Now how am I going to make a business? I've got to get a real job. You know what I mean?
Literally.
So it's the only one that helps being illegal is criminals. So it's crazy. I'm sure the government, they're the biggest criminals, so they're probably benefiting as well. So
No comment.
yeah. Do you want a drink or anything? Sorry.
No,
I still have a
good,
little bit of
thank
coffee.
you,
I'm
thank
alright.
Fanta or anything?
No, kill iced coffee and
I drank my
hash.
tea too quick.
Actually, yeah. Let me get a cola.
Yeah.
Why not?
Pass that around.
Appreciate it. It's something
Yeah.
Oh,
cold
I'll
would
have a
be nice.
water while we're at it, I suppose.
Thank you so much.
Once you see it on display, your eyes are like, actually,
Yeah,
Stand
cool.
by the gram. Hospitality.
Appreciate it.
That's what, last week we got milkshakes and pre to me, so it's back to me serving out the drinks this week.
Come on, where's the milkshake?
Yeah,
Welcome
no.
Blender, right?
Well, next time we
Good
have
on.
you on, we'll up the game. We'll have milkshakes and all.
Yeah, pre
No,
to
this
me
is
to
great.
home
This is
delivery.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. But what I was gonna say is, Ohio is the most recent state
I
to
seen that,
legalize
yeah,
in New
yeah.
York. So now,
Nice.
I'm probably seen the stat everywhere now. More than 50% of Americans are living
In
in
recreational places.
recreational legal
And I
states.
think how many? I think it's only 14 that don't have any legalization.
Yes, but you need to remember there's still people in these states serving life sentences
Yeah.
in prison
Yes.
for
Awful.
That's
maybe having a joint,
No,
having
man.
less weed than you probably have
3
in that
strikes
basket
and you're
right
out. You've been
now.
caught with
That
weed
is-
3
that's-
times and now you're
yeah,
in
the
jail.
One strike sometimes. I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah,
some
the one
places, so
gentleman.
it's-
Honestly, I'm drawing a blank on his name, but yeah, he has a charge from B&E from years ago, and because of that, and because of his small weed charge, I think it's under an ounce of weed he had. He's
So he had one little charge for being
A
he's breaking
life
entry, isn't it?
Yeah.
sentence.
And
And
then-
don't quote me on those stats because I just
No,
know
of
that.
course, but people have
But
them
similar
put in
things
for
are
There's,
life
yeah,
happening
there's,
everywhere.
there's probably
for
worse stories than what you just said, you know
Oh,
what
there
I
are.
mean? So,
Yeah,
100%.
half a
Yeah,
joint.
it's-
And,
Yeah.
oh, for
So
something
it's
that
it's really
grows.
great. People in New York are getting that.
Yeah,
you
but
know.
not every state is doing that. You know
Yeah,
what I
so
mean?
you need to remember
Even-
the other side.
Even
it is messed
even
up.
what, not to go as far as giving them their own dispensary, but let them out of jail.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they're in
Reduce their
jail for weed
sentence,
and
yeah,
now I
give
can
them
legally buy
something,
weed,
you know.
let them people out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the bare minimum you have to
That's
do.
what's sad. I could
Yeah.
go buy for literally. I was saying what $2.
Yeah,
$2. So what? €2.50? Not even
yeah.
€2.
And some
like,
guy's in jail because he
for
used to
that
sell
much.
that. Yeah,
Like it's.
couple of dollars worth of weed.
Yeah. So it's definitely of course through Europe, even the EU, you see kind of similar things.
But
but
Germany's
it's
next
tough.
on the legal train, so it's
Yeah.
interesting
Well,
to see
I
what
hope
they
so.
do.
You know,
were
I
going to
think-
legalize.
I think
Yeah.
they've done some kind of New York State type slow.
Yeah, I
"Oh,
think
we're
they'll
gonna
do it a
this,
lot
we're
like
gonna
Canada,
backtrack."
more so like the medical side of it. So
It
it'd be
seems like
interesting
it's
to
turned
see.
to that direction.
Yeah, Germany, that kind of will do it for purpose, not for fun. You know what I mean? It's more America's like, let's go big, let's go crazy. Canada and Germany are like, oh, what does this help with? Yes, let's make more of that. You know what I mean?
It
If it
really-
tastes
yeah.
nice, well and good, but that's not what we're here for. You know what I
I
mean?
think it's a surplus of activists coming out
Yeah.
of Germany. I've
Yeah,
seen it's
there's a
really cool.
lot.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you don't see a lot of like just girls dabbing in their underwear. Like,
No.
of course,
Yeah.
German girls are welcome to do that. That's fine.
Yeah,
but,
but
like,
yeah,
No, literally,
like,
actual.
I just
a lot
feel like
we
the
had.
surplus of like activists. I'm looking on
we had.
They're
Twitter,
sitting there
X, all these
talking.
places.
Yeah.
Life by Nikki, she
Yeah.
was on.
She's
She does
cool.
amazing work
Yeah.
with weed.de.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
believe
and,
she's in the People's Choice Awards. Her
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
her game,
Well,
not to get competitive.
her game.
here,
Yeah.
but-
I only said to her, I feel guilty because her game's actually, I robbed my game. You know what I mean? I literally plagiarized it. Her game is genius. It's so much effort into it.
I'm
Yeah.
not a big game person. I
No,
love my
we played
computer
it here
games, but I had
after the
so much fun
podcast. We
playing
sat
her
here and
game,
played
yeah.
it for a
Yeah.
while,
So
but
fun.
it's a lot to it. But I think once you get
Sick
into
game.
it, her
We
game is
proper,
sick. So,
zoned into it.
So
It's good
if
game.
my
Who
game
else
beats
is in
hers, I
there?
feel guilty. So sorry, Nikki, but
Yeah. Dealer's Cup's also in there.
Yeah, that's a
Yes,
phenomenal.
Dealer's Cup.
Oh,
Yeah.
Beautiful
help
story
me. Who else
behind
is
it.
in there?
Oh yeah, it's an amazing story.
Amazing story. You should,
Yeah.
you should
And
definitely
really
have
great
Mary on to
graphics.
talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Great graphics.
Who
I
else
don't think
is
I've ever
in
seen
there?
it.
Oh, you'll see it
Yeah.
in a couple of
I-
weeks.
I've
yeah,
heard
we'll
of it,
have-
but I only seen it on your. I never actually went and researched it. And you can click on some of them. I
No,
know
let's do a
mine.
game night. Let's do
Yeah.
a game night
Well,
on the cam.
I have
That'd
a
be fun.
podcast where I've done one ages ago before. It's a Grandmaster Games Night where we play this and the top trumps. So 2 weeks ago we recorded our first official one. I have Duncan Dank, he's my co-host on that. We recorded it here. We got Weedy Wonders, they gave us a load of edibles, had a great night.
Oh, yeah,
and then
big up
after
Weed
2
Wonders.
hours I realised there was no audio on the recording. So we recorded a full Games Night podcast with no audio. So we're going to have to redo that soon. But it's the whole reason for my Games Night is this one's more of an interview. The Games Night is going to be anyone come on, let's get high. So it's going to be more of a relaxed, chill kind of thing. So we'll definitely have you back on for a Games Night for
Sweet.
sure.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Rep a load of
Yeah.
the games, especially the ones from the cup.
Yeah,
It's
for
really
sure.
cool how into games people are. I didn't realize.
Well,
like,
it's something to
board
do when
games
you're
are still a
stoned, you
thing.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of passing the time. You're already sitting there smoking a joint.
Oh,
and
the one day at the coffee shop, I was sitting with a few of my homies, and my one mate's like, "Oh, let's play a board game." I remember I was like, "What,
Well, yeah, we're not
what
children."
are you talking
Yeah.
about?" Like, I'm
But,
not 8 years
like,
old.
they-
It
I
was,
think
it
it
was
is
so fun. It
big
was so
here.
fun.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it does. Especially when you're stoned, you're just getting into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And do you ever see the games tables in some of the coffee shops?
Yeah.
Like we play
Oh,
around
sweet.
the world. It's like Ludo or Frustration kind of. You have to get your four
Yeah,
pieces out, get them all the way around and home.
Yeah.
And we because it's a long, complex game. You're there for like an hour playing it, and
These cannabis games too, so complex.
yeah, oh
Like,
yeah,
they
that's.
all are. They're all really
Nikki was trying to explain
thinking.
her one for age. I'm like, what? And then eventually, I'm like, I think I get
Yeah.
it now. You know what I mean? So it seems like a lot to take in, but I think once you got going in it, there's going to be a lot of fun in it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, do you always cup the same way? Your game you were showing me too with the cards.
Yeah, the
similar,
top
very,
drums.
like-
That's I want the Strain
Oh.
Wars. I want to get that. I literally made 2 packs of it. I gave her 1 pack, and the dog ate one of the cards the first day I got it. So there's literally only one full pack in the world. So eventually I want to print more, but
World
we're going to
exclusive?
play them
Yeah.
on the
Wow.
games night as well. So I have a few other ideas for games as well. None original, just robbed all of them. But yeah, fuck it.
We
Uh,
brought them to the stoner
yeah,
side.
just stonified them. You know what I mean? Grabbed them up a little bit,
That's important.
rebranded them.
That's important.
That's it. Stoners mightn't feel as childish if it's a stoner version of the game you played as kids. You know
I've
what I
seen
mean?
Harry Potter Monopoly.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what
think
I
own
mean?
that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
alright.
No, it's banging. It is a nice way. It's a different concept. But like you're just saying, even with the Germans, they're phenomenal. They're doing a lot of work with
Yeah, no,
like
And
on
even
the
a bunch
social
of the
media.
games we mentioned, yeah, just
Yeah.
the
No, that's why. Only since meeting Life with Nikki, she like I'm watching her page and the amount of stuff
Yeah.
she's doing and expos
She's
and all this stuff.
constant,
She's
yeah.
everywhere.
There's
Yeah.
so
I
much
think
going
they
on there
only-
too, though.
Yeah,
It's
I didn't
crazy.
realise there was that much
Yeah.
stuff and that much cups
There's
and that much
always
all,
expos
blown up.
all over the
Yeah.
country.
yeah,
and
all
it's-
over the world, everywhere. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even
crazy.
because they had the Mary Jane Expo,
Mhm.
they also have, I can't remember the exact name of it, but they'll have one I think the following weekend, which is very much more.
Fair.
Yeah, it's like business based, so
I
it's
think that's the Canna Fair. I've been to the Canna Fair. That's
yeah,
nice. Yeah.
it's really good though.
So
Big
much
energy
to
and
do.
level they bring. Like you don't see that happening here.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
It
Where
does make me a little disappointed.
you know what?
Well,
And then they can't smoke it legally yet. They're taking over.
they've
an
got a better
entire-
medical system.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Captain Hoover said last week that he went to the doctor and the doctor said to him in Amsterdam, "Are you still smoking that weed?"
Oh wow.
The Amsterdam
just take
doctor.
a paracetamol.
But you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Do you think Amsterdam doctors should know weed? You know what I mean? And how to talk about weed and how it works. You know what I mean? But they don't. And Germany knows.
The weed.
It's weird. Yeah, the weed. He's
That's
still
good
smoking the
though,
weed.
you
So
know?
it's
Yeah, they're doing a big impact. I'm hoping Amsterdam will listen
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
You know what I
but
mean?
that's it.
Take
Some
full
countries are doing it
surgery.
better medically, other countries are doing it better recreationally, and Amsterdam's just in reverse and doesn't want to do any of them. You know what I mean? It's just like we've done it all. We're getting out of this game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
I think
it's sad to
cool,
see,
though.
but it's
I
going to
think
be
all
interesting.
our ground people, like ourselves, you guys, were the government and all mightn't be doing it, but I think it's the ground people are doing
Yeah,
the work.
keeping it alive,
Yeah,
keeping the city
for sure.
alive.
And we're
yeah.
bringing that like freshness. You
I
know
think
what I
it's
mean?
important
Keeping
to
on
do
top.
things
Yeah.
like the blogs we do and the podcasting you do
Big
because
time.
it keeps it current. you
Yeah,
know?
'cause especially like we met the lads on episode 9, Strain Caners. They do a video they do all their videos from the UK.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Strain Caners
so
is
it's from the perspective of tourists and people that like we live here. We
Right.
get used to it. It's our day to day. You know what I mean? So to see it from their eyes, they're getting excited. They're going to the airport and all.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
you know what I mean. You miss that. You know what I mean? You kind of get complacent with the city and take it for granted at times. So it's good to see it through other people's eyes and stuff, and
I hear
then
that.
they
Yeah,
get to see it
right.
through us as well. You know what I mean? They get, like, even their followers. They were saying even them just walking around live streaming the city, they have people streaming in because they miss Amsterdam so much. They want to see
Oh
it.
yeah, when
so
I'm not here, I love to see.
yeah,
it.
so it's good that we
definitely.
can show
Canals,
people what they're
yeah.
missing and what they have to come back to and where to go when they do come back.
I've never
Even
seen
that,
that for
yeah.
anywhere like Amsterdam, though. You know, of course, people have Paris, and
Yeah.
I've never seen like
But
the.
yeah, that's it. Amsterdam,
love you see with
Amsterdam gives you
Amsterdam.
something that nowhere else does. You know what I mean? It was
It's
you're literally
magic.
going to some place that has no law that everywhere else has this law, and suddenly you go here and go, I can do something here that I can't do anywhere else. So you don't get going to Paris. You're not like, oh, can't wait to see the Eiffel Tower. You know what I mean?
No, but
Or-
I think it's the mindset as well.
yeah, but
Like
it's that freedom. Yeah, you kind of
it
get here
is.
and you can be yourself again and be.
Literally, there's
Yeah.
like a magic to it. I remember even I asked like some like old Dutch guy, it's about 2 years ago, being like, "What do you love about the city, or do you find there's like a magic here?" And he literally said, he was like, "As I walk through the city, the cobblestones talk to me.
Oh wow.
That like they have a story to
Yeah.
tell. This is just some like lovely gent in the chip shop, but I
Just a
just
random guy. like-
yeah, but I just knew like
he's
he
right,
had that
yeah.
same magic, and it is every time when like, because outside you don't feel it, but around this area, the red light, the cobblestones, I always try to take note as I'm
Yeah.
walking them. I'm like, these I've seen
Oh,
magic, like
Yeah,
do you
know what I
think,
mean?
Like,
It's-
this has been here so.
Do you know the
Oh,
skinny,
so
the skinny
stories.
alley beside the Bulldog? The
yeah,
where-
yeah.
tiny
So
one,
that
yeah.
used to have the red light in it. It doesn't anymore. But there's a manhole cover there. And I remember when I came here as a tourist, it usually has all the little square grooves on it.
Yeah.
It was smooth.
Oh.
A metal manhole cover was smooth from so many people walking over that over the years. They had worn down the metal manhole cover to just a smooth piece of metal.
That's
Wow.
Yeah, amazing. Like literally, you could see where the
Metal,
square, like
yeah.
on the edges, you could see where the squares used to be,
Yeah.
and the rest was just smooth metal. From
Fuck.
feet, from millions of feet, just walking up and down that alley.
Oh, yeah.
How many times? You know what I mean? And then I remember coming back one
Yeah,
time and it was
literally.
changed. They put a new manhole. I was like,
Oh,
I would have
no,
taken that
yeah.
manhole cover. You know what I mean? Just,
I'm literally sitting here being like, I'm gonna go walk
You robbed
that way.
that, yeah.
No,
I think-
not rob. I was gonna go walk over.
somebody goes to walk and just fall down.
Yeah,
See
it was
Fairy
me.
walking down with the manhole cover on her shoulder.
That's
Literally.
probably difficult to remove.
Oh,
That
definitely. It's a
worn
heavy.
into the
Well, no,
ground,
it's still
though,
the
too,
circle. It's
No
just
bother.
that the circle part of itself.
Wow.
So I think they just popped it up and put a new cap in. But I think even that's probably starting to wear down. But I remember
Wow.
noticing it. It
Wow.
was smooth. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's iron or metal or fucking something's tough. You know what I mean? So
Like there's some stories.
for
that
just
they
rubber
say,
soles to rub that down over how many
Magic.
years, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But no, but the city's changed so much and just got so it feels so much smaller. It feels smaller and bigger because when I first came here, there was just the Varmestrat, so you didn't need to go to Lloyd's of Plain, didn't need to go to Rembrandt. So the fact that they closed the Varmestrat made us go to other squares and other areas.
Yeah,
So you kind of
spread
see
more.
more of the city,
Okay.
but it still feels like a lot of it's gone as well. You know what I mean? There's a lot of areas that are just dead now that used to be bustling. Like the Varmestrat, 20 years ago, the Varmestrat was constantly busy. Now you go down, it's just a couple of drunk tourists and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
wow.
not what it used to be.
Now there's all these weird areas like North and Sloterdijk. and,
Yeah.
like, these-
Yeah.
I can't think of the name. That like fake island they have.
Yeah,
These
Iberg.
spaces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Iberg, yeah, they built a
Yeah.
beach and all out
Yeah,
there.
it's really,
Yeah.
it's
I-
really wild. I
It's-
guess they need to accommodate everybody.
Yeah,
you know,
that's it.
It's always
so many
expanding.
people
Yeah,
there,
but that's
it's
it. The
crazy.
whole city is just built on reclaimed land. So just like, let's reclaim more land. You know what I mean?
More,
It's
yeah.
I think it's 800 something islands is Amsterdam, and they just connected it by millions of bridges and go right.
Right.
Now it's a
Wow.
city. Yeah, it's like it's originally it
it's all
was
swamp and
800
marsh,
islands
yeah.
or 800 and something. You can Google it. Some mad number like that.
Yeah.
And then you just go right. Let's build this up. Put a bridge to that island. Then
Mm-hmm.
build that up. Put a bridge, and that's Amsterdam. That's every little
Sick.
section you see. They put the canals between it.
Yeah.
Madness. Like, yeah.
Technology, man. Wow.
Wow.
So yeah, we just live on a load of islands here.
Yeah.
It's not even the city. You know
See
what I
all
mean?
the
It's crazy.
slanted
Wow.
houses.
Reclaimed land. Do you remember the college collapsed up at the front of the college a few years ago? The whole front of it.
Yeah.
I literally lived. I could see it from my hall door, and I seen it on Facebook, and I went. Walked to the hall door and went, oh no,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like the people at
Stay
home putting on
inside, yeah.
Facebook going, college thing collapsed. I
Yeah.
go, I know that college walked out the
Yep,
front door.
that's
and
exactly
looked
what
up
I
and-
did too.
Yeah,
Like,
crazy.
Holy shit, that's
Yeah.
really down.
Yeah, oh, the
Yeah, I
whole
still
thing
think of
just
that
went.
whenever
Yeah.
I'm there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But that's it. You build it on sand, shit's gonna give out eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, marsh.
But I think we'll move on to the smoke wall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So how does this work?
So basically, I've got this wall, and we're gonna all pull out a lighter each, and we're gonna debate where it belongs on the wall. So
Okay.
if it's comfy shop, good weed, good prices, you know what I mean, good drinks, good food, all that, games. Topshop, if it's got most of that but missing a few bits, blazing. If it's most shops are going to be solid spot, running the mill, just normal. If they're just a little bit less than that, they're missing seats or they're not as good a menu, smokable. And as I always say, no hate, because if this shop was in any other country, it'd be our favourite shop. But just because we're spoiled for choice, it's not for you. You know what I mean? So as bad as we go, it's just not for you.
It could be for someone else, you know? Everyone has their own personal preference.
Even the worst shops in the city, I could still talk for 10 minutes on the good
like
parts.
Some weird shops.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but their menu mightn't be great, but I guarantee they still could have a good seating area, or a good location, or a good this, that, and the other. So
there's always something
there's a
someone
million
can
reasons.
find.
You go first this time,
Ooh.
because you're on the other side of the table. So yeah, we'll go one at a time, and we'll debate where we think it ends up. Oh, City Hall.
I don't know that.
It's next door to Greenhouse. You know the greenhouse beside Grand Hotel?
Yeah.
The little one down the stairs? You
I
might
have a
have
City
seen it.
Hall story.
You know,
Never-
okay.
Ooh, I'll
let
be
you-
there.
I've
I'll
been
float
there.
along.
It's not a great
Float-
show.
Okay, well,
Go
I'll still.
quickly.
I'll come and check along.
Go quickly and with a companion.
Yeah.
Please.
Why? Is it just not good vibe?
Oh, I hate throwing out shade, but I just went in there and introduced myself the one day, like years ago, when we first started the directory, and just immediately got chased out by somebody that
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
want
I had a good experience
Okay.
there,
So
so
I-
you know.
I
So
apologize, you know,
when I
maybe
first
it's-
came
maybe-
here, there
maybe
was
it's
I went in there once, and there was an Italian girl just moved here, and I got chatting to her, and then I kept going back. She'd give me a cup of tea for free. So I don't think I ever bought the weed there because the menu's not the greatest. But it's a grand little shop. It's a bit small and dingy, like, you know what I mean. There's not much light in it. But I
Maybe
used to
it
go
was
there a
me,
little bit because I knew the bartender or the Budtender, so I'd
Okay.
just go there and get a cup of tea and chill when I was floating around the city. But it's okay, you know what I mean. It's I don't think I'd go there for weed for sure. I think I bought off it once, or maybe just looked at their menu. It's they've got like a lot of they have some homegrown weed, and they might have some good hash. It seems like that kind of place that might.
They do have some nice hash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think places like that that are not great
Making
for
some
weed,
nice
they
fine
might they're
yeah.
the hidden gems for the
That's
hash.
the thing.
usually.
If the
That
weed
about
doesn't
hash.
look good, you know, you should always at least look
Yeah,
at the hash.
they might take
You
something
don't
Don't
serious.
buy it, but at least look
Yeah.
at it, definitely.
You sometimes find some like banging old school Moroccan that they
Those
don't
weird
even
little
know
neighborhood
that
shops,
they have. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they
they're
don't
just
even know
selling
they
that
have.
as like anything, and you're like, that looks fire.
Or else your
Yeah.
family's been like perfecting it for like
Yeah,
100
they
years.
just got a great
They
plug
just-
and they're just
yeah.
getting it.
It's crazy.
They just keep
Okay, maybe I'll give it a
Yeah,
second
no,
shot.
Yeah, we'll have a little
Yeah,
float along
it's
to
worth.
it.
It's
Very
not a bad
great.
little shop. It's got a few little booths. They're kind of square. It's kind of nearly like a canteen kind of feel to it. Do you know what I mean? You kind of
You're in
slide.
the
in.
basement almost.
Yeah,
You
it's
go
kinda-
down.
It's the
Okay.
boots, the
You
you know, a
find it like
table,
that.
you know,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, nearly like a diner kind of feel to it.
yeah,
They're
diner.
kind-
Yeah, that's a
yeah.
good way to put it.
And then I think they've one table they put outside in the summer. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Literally
really?
a table with
They
two
actually
chairs.
have an
Just
outdoor there.
not. It's just at their doorstep basically. I think they put a
Yeah.
table and two
Yeah.
chairs. But
Nice
it's right
though.
next to the greenhouse, and they've got their few seats outside. But you literally greenhouse here. There's a stairs
Yeah, right
upstairs,
next
and
door.
it's under that stairs going down
Oh,
into it.
okay.
Yeah.
I think
So-
I thought I was in greenhouse that day.
Yeah, you
Like,
probably
weird
just went in the
I
thought it was
didn't
going to
say
run
it.
door.
I didn't say it, but like
Yeah.
I think I left
It
and I'm like,
could
that
be.
was weird. That was greenhouse.
Yeah, I don't see why people.
What's happening?
I didn't see any photos of celebrities on the wall.
Yeah, that didn't seem like greenhouse.
Oh,
But,
okay.
um,
We have to, because I have to actually check out that greenhouse
Yes.
too.
Yeah,
So I'll go in
You
both
need to try
doors.
both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will. I'll be checking them
yeah,
out.
they're right next to each other, so
Yeah.
it's good.
Nice.
Greenhouse only got renovations. I haven't been to the one in Waterloo. I heard that got done up as well. Have you ever been to that one?
Not since I don't think I've been. I'm sure
I
you
think I
have.
actually
that-
have.
that was
I don't think I've been
somebody's
in
first
since
shop a few
the,
weeks ago, I think.
Is that greenhouse
Renovation.
Namaste?
That is-
Is it
I think
called?
that's what it
That
is.
is.
Yeah,
That
I-
is on the People's Choice, I think, for best lounge.
Okay,
I
'cause
haven't
Must
been
be
in
a
there
spot,
since they
yeah.
renovated.
seen a
and they used to
picture.
have a beautiful like decorations
I
in the
loved
back.
it
I don't
before
know
they
if they still
renovated,
do.
so I'm
Yeah.
a little salty.
Well,
Like,
I
haven't
seen a
been in
picture,
since.
and I thought I knew every coffee shop in Amsterdam, and I go, I don't know that couch and all. And then I realised it was in there, so it looks nice. It looks real.
It
I
does.
thought it was a cannabis club because it looked that comfy. You know what I mean? So
Okay. Yeah, I haven't
definitely
been in
need
there
to check
since they
that one as
renovated.
well. Yeah.
I'm like rolling away.
So I think probably between not for me and smokable on City Hall. Like it has a decent seating area, so it's not going to be just not for me. But I think the menu and everything else is not that great. So I think kind of between not for me and smokable.
Yeah.
Seem fair enough.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say about the same.
I could probably be potentially lower, but I think
This
because of their
is
seats
never
is
just for coffee shops. This is never hate. This
No.
is just coming with
Yeah,
advice
just-
and like
That's it. It's not
We'll
got the
come and
most-
check yous out. Literally,
mean,
if
I
yous
feel-
have stepped it up, we'll
Yeah.
bring yous back in the bag
That's
again.
See, I feel
We'll
more
give it a-
motivated to check it out again.
Yeah,
I
for
say
sure.
at the start, I'll
Because-
never go in there again. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
like,
that's
stopping
it.
By, I might,
We've
you know?
pulled out lighters
Yeah.
here that we haven't been to in a while. We're like,
Oh,
we
God.
better put them back in, go see them, and then pull them out
Check
again.
it out.
So.
If you
Sounds
wanna
like
bring
things
the
have
real-
changed.
Yeah.
Big John. Have a little
Let's see.
shuffle.
See what we have next.
Oh, I love Coffee Shop Central.
Oh, Central.
I
Nice,
do.
right up
Like,
top.
it's just, you know, a takeaway only, so
Yeah.
it's a little stressful. You can't even, you
Very
can roll
busy
in there.
all the
Sometimes
time.
they don't
Yeah.
even let you roll
Oh,
in
I
there. It's
remember
so
first time I
crowded.
rolled in there, I lit up my joint. I walked
Yeah.
up to the counter. I'm like, "Where's the ashtrays?" Like, you can't smoke in
Get
here.
out
I
of
was
here,
like,
get out of here.
That
"Oh
happened to
shit,
me
sorry
too.
about that."
No, I love Central. Yeah, they have. Even
You
they
can
have
find
some
little
cheap little
gems.
outdoors
Everything's
for like
cheap.
€5 a gram.
Yeah.
That's really good. They have some really nicer strains.
But even they're
Yeah,
like,
even
they'll
their
put
hash
Callies
and
for
stuff
like
like
12 or
Yeah.
you know, their most
Everything's
expensive is
affordable.
still cheap. You know what I
everything's
mean?
affordable. Everything from the cheap to the more
Yeah.
more expensive is
So
like
if you
Yeah.
go there and buy their
good
best,
quality.
it's
too,
going to
you know?
be like they claim to be Cali, but it's still only €13, and it's probably as good as any €13 strain
They're
around.
right
You
by
know
the
what I mean?
station. They open like I
I'd
think
say,
like
yeah, they're
7
7.
a.m.
They close
First,
early though,
yeah.
I think.
They do. They're like you know your
do they?
morning
I thought
I
commute.
they
think
went
they
to
close
1.
at I think they close at 10 if I'm not
I was gonna say
mistaken.
11, but I don't.
Oh wow.
Maybe
I'll have to
11.
check,
I've definitely think
Yeah.
I've walked to Batavia and seen them closed or
Interesting.
Is
They've
that
definitely-
Batavia next door? There's like
Yeah.
somewhere next door you can smoke
Yeah.
too.
It's
so
not
it's
next
not
door,
Batavia
it's
has
like
the-
2 or
Take
3
like 2 or
buildings
3.
down around
yeah,
the
it's just
corner.
around the corner. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great. It used to have the back cave downstairs, and then they
Mhm.
renovated, and now you can only smoke upstairs.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking
The
of. I have
back
this little
cave-
place
the
in
back
my
cave was
mind.
the
this-
Back
best
cave was sick.
smoke
You could
and
sit there right along the canal
had
there.
all
yeah.
the couches around. It's,
Mhm.
oh,
See,
man,
that's why I
miss
could
it
never
so
like
much.
that place.
So
I could never link it to Batavia.
It's
in my
only
head.
upstairs
That's why-
now you
yeah,
can smoke.
okay.
So yeah, no, the
Ah,
back cave's
Batavia.
gone.
And they
Yeah.
used to be dab friendly. I don't know if they are anymore.
No,
I heard that
they-
they weren't. They
I
stopped
did not
allowing
know.
dabs.
No,
yeah.
they
Yeah.
got rid of it all.
Mhm.
Shit. No, but when it was the back cave, it was one of the best spots. It was a hidden gem. You'd go there and you'd find every other like coffee shop worker or influencer just down in this basement. You know what I mean? It was none of the tourists knew about it, but all the locals
Oh,
knew, and
yeah,
it was
that's
a
great.
good place to sit. Like you could drink alcohol as well if you wanted, but it would,
Full
even the
carvery on
yeah
a
carvery
Sunday.
and fucking food, the whole
Oh.
lot. You're right on the canal. It was
Yeah,
Bit
they
of
have
great
nice,
home.
spot.
yeah, they have nice food
Yeah,
there. for
beautiful
sure.
food.
The upstairs isn't as comfortable as downstairs for sure. Like it had all the
Mhm.
couches around the outside. Now it's
Yeah.
just tables and chairs. Like you're at home. You know what I mean? It's, yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, vote now. People's Choice Awards.
Are they in the lounge?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have
They're
a
on
category
it,
for
Smoke
non-coffee
friendly.
Yeah,
shop,
and
smoke
Cafe
friendly.
Havelaar is
Is
on it
Havelaar
as
on
well.
it?
So,
Yeah,
yes.
go on Havelaar.
See,
They
vote
are a
now.
banging
It's the
spot.
people's
Yeah.
choice. Please.
I like that you're bringing
know?
that in as well. That it's not just coffee shops.
Yeah,
because
where can you smoke after? Like,
yeah, because somewhere it's like, especially because if it's in the center, even though it's a banging spot, sometimes they're packed busy. You can't get a spot.
yeah.
yeah.
If you can go find a little snug spot that
Or
is
even
like
if
a
you just have your
different
weed
buzz.
left over and you're like, I don't want
Yeah.
to buy somewhere. You know what I mean? Let's
Yeah,
find a
chill,
good smoke
yeah.
bar.
I
you
think
know?
everybody is that friend that's a little uncomfortable in the coffee shop.
Yeah,
but likes-
they'd
likes
rather
to
have a beer,
So
yeah.
it's, you know, it's
that
good
makes
to
the
Yeah, no,
buzz
there
accommodate
is.
them too.
Like
Yeah,
I'm not
Cafe
a
Havelaar's
drinker, but
definitely-
the smoking bars, I think the drunks even stay a bit calmer because the weed. You know what I
It
mean? They don't
does.
get as
They're like
rowdy.
Sure.
secondhand
Yeah.
stoners.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't smoke. You do now.
Yeah.
In
So
some,
Yeah.
some of the smoke-friendly lounges used to be coffee shops as well.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
a lot of
that's
them have
it.
really
Like
cool
Hill
history
Street
behind
Blues
it.
and
Hill
stuff
Street,
like that.
yeah.
Miss
Yeah.
B, yeah, definitely.
So yeah, they already
Yeah,
had that
one as
vibe.
well. Beautiful spot, Miss B.
Another thing I like about Central too is the menu. They put it out in like,
Yeah.
I think they just have little baggies.
The boxes,
but, like,
the
they have
little plastic
boxes in the
boxes,
front.
yeah.
They do the
Yeah.
boxes now. I think they don't have the baggies anymore. But yeah, you can.
Yeah,
you
it's just
can
like a
kinda
little.
see what you're
You
gonna
can see
get,
the.
you
No,
know?
I think they take the best nug out of each
I think
out
it's a very
bag that day.
transparent shop. You know, it's like
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
this is
that-
€5. It's just a bio haze we grew outside.
Yeah,
But you
Yeah.
have to
It
get
is what it
10
is.
euro worth.
Yeah.
That's the one
Oh,
thing. You
yeah,
can't just get a
you
gram.
do,
You
yeah.
have to get 10 euro worth. So, I guess, that's a
That's-
little weird.
They'll have
Um,
strains for €7, but you have to spend €10
Yep.
minimum. So it's
So
Yeah.
it's a
yeah,
little harder if you want to
Point
try
three,
things, I
four.
guess.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I think it's like it's the shop that most locals go to when
Yeah.
their stash is
They used to
gone.
do
Yeah.
great
It's
deals on
definitely,
grouse. I remember back in the day,
Mhm.
you used to have to get like 5 grams of grouse for like €20 or something like
Yeah.
that, and it was
Yeah, and
something.
Yeah,
See,
you
we
know,
need
yeah.
loads of them because no one, straight up, I don't care if I'm the first one to say it, no one's sitting at home with no one else around, smoking all their fire,
Yeah.
smoking
Right.
their best shit, and not as in we're all smoking crap back home, but as
Yeah,
in
you have your
you're
fire
smoking
stuff,
your-
and then you have your
your stuff
just
for
to get you
yourself,
through.
and
Over
then your
5 grams
general.
a day. I can't smoke.
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta
it.
go-
25-year-old
no,
every
No.
time.
and nobody can, especially if you're these big smokers. So let's all just be chill and real.
Yeah.
Being like locals need deals
Yeah.
to be able to
That's
keep
why,
up
like
with the.
Central, you can get a
literally
gram for
exactly that, yeah.
12 or 15. That would be 25 somewhere
Yeah,
else.
for sure.
100%.
And I hate to
Super
say it,
real.
sometimes it's probably better, you know?
Oh,
Literally,
I pretty much
It's
only
not
buy
commercial,
10 euro
you know,
weed,
this is
and
just a nice local shop.
yeah,
It is,
I've
it's
bought
there for that,
Cali.
it's really
I bought
good,
Cali that's
yeah.
not as nice as 10 euro weeds I've bought. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's yeah.
My favorite
Tru-
weed
I
in the
always say
city
trust your
was
nose. If
750
it smells
days.
good, get it. You know what I
It's
mean?
not around anymore, but it's, you know, like, definitely,
Yeah.
yeah, it's true.
But
It is
the only
really more
downside
the-
to Central is you can't smoke in there. It's only
can't-
takeaway,
yeah.
so it
It's
can't
a
it
quick
can't
hit.
really go too high on the
I
table.
think solid spot
I was
is
just
like
about to say.
Solid spot.
it's
Yeah.
solid. It's
Yeah,
dependable.
yeah,
you
for
know what
sure.
you're gonna get. You know.
I-
I
Get
think
your
most takeaway
solid
places
stuff.
we've left down and smokable, but I think this is one of the better options. So I think solid spot is.
They do have the little spot right outside in
You can
front.
sit on the
There's
bench.
like 3 or 4 seats.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can sit there and
If you
smoke,
get
and
it
they
in the
let
nice
you roll
weather.
up inside. So, and it's always packed,
Yeah,
nice
for
weather
sure.
or not. You know that front
It
is
is.
always
Yeah.
packed.
There is always a buzz outside.
Yeah.
And they just got rid of all
The
the
only
bikes right there, so
I was
there's
just gonna
even
say,
more
the
space.
last
It's a little
while
bit
it's-
more comfortable.
The
so-
last while it's all construction outside, so
Yeah.
it's not as comfortable. But
Yeah.
usually,
Right, yeah.
it's,
Once the construction
Yeah.
is done, it'll be better.
at the moment it's a
Always
sand
construction
pit and a
is the
fucking
same.
The pin
Yeah.
card there too. I think that's
Mhm.
always good. Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely solid spot. in
solid
my
spot.
opinion.
Nice, right?
Yeah.
Russ, you
All
go
right,
next.
all right. Let's see.
You shake it up.
I like
Is-
this. This is exciting.
Yeah.
It is. It's a nice
It's good.
way
It's,
to bring it.
again, it gets people talking about coffee shops they might have never heard of, stuff like this. And again, we'll tell only the positive. If it's not got great weed, it's got something good.
Amnesia.
Amnesia.
Okay.
I've never really been in it, but I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. I worked for Barney's, so I kind of felt I better not go back to anything associated with
We
it.
need to have a video. No, there should be like a bong game of how many times
Yeah.
Barney's go. So
Oh,
I
well,
got
think
fired
my
in
sister
Barney's.
said she's gonna make a drink game for the amount of times I mentioned milkshakes on the podcast. 'cause,
Yeah, milkshakes and getting fired from
yeah.
Barney's. There's gonna be a few things.
no.
I
But
love
even even when Barney's came out, I think we still put them in blazing. So you know what I mean, I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
I
you're
don't I'm
fair.
honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
it. You're getting called
I
out.
don't
though.
hold I don't hold any grudges or anything.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know
bollocks.
why we're talking about Barney's, since we just pulled out an
Sorry.
Amnesia lighter,
Yeah.
it's part of the Barney's family.
Yeah, their
but
sister
it's
shop.
operating under Amnesia.
Yeah,
So,
I think it's not as like with Tyson and Greenhouse Effect. I think they've nearly identical menus, but I think these are nearly their own shop but
Yes.
related. So I
Yes.
think they've more
they're different menus. From
same standard though. I think
Yeah.
same kind of quality, same prices as
they
well. Maybe Amnesia a little bit cheaper than Barney's, I'd say.
Is there a
a little
lounge
bit
in
cheaper,
there?
they have a nice lounge inside and
Yeah.
outside.
Oh,
the out-
outside. That's always
It's
a big
it's
selling
not a big
point.
lounge. It's just like kind of like central with
Yeah.
the bench outside, but they have I think 2 benches on either side of the door.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about Amnesia is actually walking by in the summer. They have the vines going up all the way to the top.
Oh,
And the
nice.
sign. It's really nice
Oh,
to take a
nice.
photo.
Yeah.
It's good if you want to, you're on,
It's-
with your friends. You want to get a nice, photo of yourself, with something cool in the background.
Yeah,
That's a nice
yeah.
spot.
Nice.
I don't think I've really spent much time on the inside.
No,
I haven't had a
myself
session
either.
inside, but it's a nice lounge. I wouldn't mind going there and having
Yeah, we
a
all
meeting.
need to
It's
go,
nice.
clearly.
It's
Yeah.
more of a relaxed vibe. It's not your more party,
Yeah, yeah. Suits
coffee
me.
shop like some of the more new school ones,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Green Place or Tarps, where it's really loud and
Yeah.
you're getting
Yeah,
get
it's
really
like a
good,
session.
top quality products, but you're not going to be able to hear anyone unless you're
Yeah,
yelling.
you're at a party.
So it's more of your chill vibe. The staff there is always friendly whenever I've went in there and talked to
Yeah.
them. The menu, I don't think it changes too often. We do menu updates on our website, and anytime I go there, it seems like it's always the same menu or just very few
Yeah.
changes. Maybe, a
Kinda
piece of
keep
tape
it.
over something
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
it's not there anymore.
The old school
Um,
vibe.
Writing in the new thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know if you've been to the 420 Cafe over
Yeah,
by
yeah.
They
the
don't
Crew.
change much.
Yeah,
That
that
has been
menu.
the same menu. In
Same
fact,
as
it still
Joker.
says I think
Yeah.
November 2018 on the damn menu.
Okay.
It's been the same thing.
Wow.
There's no way it's the same flour.
Yeah,
They're just
for
they just
sure.
don't want to
you
change
always
it.
gotta ask at those shops though. They all have like those shops that don't change the menu.
Yeah.
They always have secret menus. Like,
Oh
there's
yeah,
always like
Joker
this
doesn't.
time we got this. So it's
Yeah.
not Joker apparently.
No.
Not all.
Yeah,
obviously.
no,
Yeah.
just,
You know,
just in case people start
it's
coming in looking for secret
Yeah,
menus,
no,
I don't got one. You
that
know
is
what I mean?
not a life hack. There's
Yeah.
not a secret menu to every
Yeah.
coffee
I
shop.
sometimes
A
say
little,
to
like,
people, they look and go,
code.
"Is this all you got?" I'm like, "Oh, you want the secret menu?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I don't have a
The
secret
one
menu."
shop
You know
though
what I
in
mean?
DePipe I used to go to when we lived over there though. It was the one day I was going there for years. I'm like, the one day I asked him, I'm like, why is the menu, always the same? You guys like never get anything different? I don't know how it quite came up in conversation. He's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, we have a bunch of other stuff. It's not on the menu. What do you want? I'm like,
What the fuck, like, you know what I
it's
mean?
like the Starbucks secret menu.
Yeah.
I want
How
the
you meant to sell this
unicorn,
stuff if nobody knows it's there?
They
Probably.
started adding to their menu though, and they started putting just the tape on it and adding like Godzilla, Kush. I
Like,
think is the one on there.
But you
Grey-
could never
grey
read the
areas
writing,
like that,
so
their
I'd be
menu's
just
anxious to
lumps.
ask, like, what is the?
Can I have
It's
somewhere
kind of
to scribble?
iconic in a way, and
The
I think
tape
that's why
one.
they keep it like
Yeah.
that. And I'm not sure if they still do, but their damn jars were so filthy the one
In
time
grey
I went in there.
area?
Yeah, in
Yeah,
gray area.
yeah.
I
Oh,
think
grey area,
hopefully they decided to clean those
Change them
jars
out,
Store,
yeah.
like their
It's a
storage
store.
jars.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay,
just
yeah.
the same weed there for 10 years. But
Oh,
we're,
no.
we're saying the
Probably
menu
just
hasn't
acid
changed. It's just
scraping
lumps
out
of
the
roaches that have been wrote on. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Just put another one over that and just now
No, but
it's
they're always
this.
really friendly in gray area.
Yeah.
The staff there is fantastic, and they do have some good quality products.
Yeah.
I haven't been there in a really long
No,
time though.
but they've had a great name for a long time. So
Yeah,
I,
oh, yeah.
I don't know if they're still living off that name because again I haven't been there either in a while. So I don't know if they're just living off that name for a long time or whether they actually are still as good as they used to be.
Yeah.
So I must
Oh,
check
God.
them
I mean,
out.
they
as
always
well.
have the
Thinking about
silver
their
bubble on their
weekends,
menu.
yeah.
Anytime I've went there, they have that silver bubble. Their iconic, cup winner.
Yeah.
Which is a really really nice strain.
Yeah, I remember years ago, it could have been that strain, but my friend of mine, when I was coming to Amsterdam, was like, go to the grey. I'd never even heard of it at this stage, like, go grey area. They just won this, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, had to go trek across. For me, going to the farmer's track anywhere across felt like the other side of the world, you know what I mean?
Right.
Found the grey area. I can't remember what the strain was, but that was the first time I heard about it. I was like, yeah, they won some cup or something in this. I was like, go check them out. And they used to win a lot back in the day, so they did have a great name for sure.
And it's
Oh,
a cool atmosphere on the inside. If
So
you
they got
can
one
get
or two
yourself
tables,
a seat,
Oh, I felt so special the first time I went in there.
I've never
We
sat-
were like the first people in the line. We got a table. Like
we didn't just get a table; we had our dogs in there as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it
they
was
were
a
like,
different time. I think.
how
but
did
yeah.
you guys get a table and your dogs
Yeah.
inside?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
literally 2 seats in the whole shop. Yeah,
No.
we need to go there early sometime and grab that table just to
Yeah.
experience it because it's
Yeah, it
fucking,
looks like a
just that
beautiful
queue coming
spot,
past you
yeah.
all day.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's
people
actually
want
right
to
around the
spot.
corner from Amnesia.
yeah,
Funny that we're
Amnesia's-
talking about
it's
it.
kind of
Nice,
near
yeah.
enough Siberia, but like 2 canals over, isn't it? That kind of direction. It's
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
the nearly a Harlemer strap, but it's still on the canals and just on one of the sides.
I can't think of the exact.
Yeah, it's like
straight
I think it's the
corner
middle
on, but-
canal. Yeah, it's not
I
the
love
Prince
it
of Cracks.
over
I think
there,
it's the
yeah.
middle canal. You go by Siberia, but I think you have to go over a bridge and blah
Is
blah
that
blah.
like Albert Einstein looking statue?
It is right around the corner because that's
Oh,
right
yeah.
next to the grey area.
Yeah, so it's just
you're
down
right.
the canal from that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love that statue.
Yeah.
So
It's a coffee place.
Just a
that
big
you can
head,
sit and look
yeah.
yeah,
at.
it's so weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta get back over
Great
there.
Saddam.
So
But
what
y-
do we think?
But yeah, on the
So
board,
I
let's see.
definitely, even though I haven't been there in a while, I definitely think it's above solid spot. So I just don't know
Do you?
how high. I don't think it's run the mill. I think it's better weed and better comfort than run of the mill.
Yeah.
I
That's
hear
even-
about it.
that-
In the
That's
middle
even
of
without
blazing and
being-
solid spot. I definitely wouldn't go below solid spot.
No, I think it's maybe between this or maybe even blazing. But
Yeah.
you've been there more than I have, so I think it's above solid spot. But whether it's halfway between
Yeah.
or the whole way into blazing, I'll leave
I'd
that.
say
up to
like
you.
right in the middle.
Yeah.
I would rather go to Amnesia than Barney's.
Okay, it's
That
a bit more
for sure,
comfortable.
Yeah, it's more
Ooh.
Well,
comfortable.
we
more-
did have Barney's in the blazing because I know they do
Oh.
have milkshakes, drinking game.
Breakfast. parties,
But that's in the lounge, so it's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
you have to
that's
leave the
cool,
coffee
but-
shop.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether Amnesia offers the same drinks menu or extras. If it does,
They,
I think they have some nice. like,
they definitely have some, but it's not on the same level as Barney's.
Barney's. So yeah, I think we'll put them between solid spot and blazing, and
Yeah.
then we're going to
we
take a
need
trip
people to
there
weigh
for
in.
sure.
Clearly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let
if
us
we-
know your thoughts.
Because even actually, what I'm talking about, I went out to the corner coffee shop. Do you know the corner?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. yes.
So when I put them, because they haven't got a takeaway thing, we try throw most takeaway onlys into smokable because you can't sit there. They haven't got that.
Yeah.
And the guy actually messaged me saying, I think we're a bit better than that. And then we done the poll and we put them in tier 3 of the round and they won their group. They came top out of that.
Wow.
Then in the next one, it was the top 2 of group 1 against or game 1, match 1 against the top 2 in match 2. and they won that group. So they basically, over 5 coffee shops, they won everything. So I said, right, on that alone, they deserve to move up from smokable to solid spot.
Oh, for sure.
So then I went out and checked out the menu. Unfortunately, half their top stuff was sold out at that time. So
really?
But their prices are good, and
The
it's
prices
a nice
are
shop.
good. They have a pretty large menu, especially for the location where they're at. And they definitely cater to...
Do you remember it before it got renovated? A few years ago, it looked like a bank. It had one of them little slots. You literally walk in, it had a glass thing and a slot like a petrol station. And you'd order your stuff and they'd put it under there. That was it. Walk in and walk back out. Now it's all gold and it's beautiful inside. It looks well.
Nice.
So it's,
they have the marble counter.
So we've moved them up to solid spot. So just to shout out before I forget. So as I said, we'll put Amnesia between solid spot and blazing. We'll take a trip out there. If it's better than that, we'll move it up. If it's worse than that, we'll move it down. But I don't think it's going to go back down.
I don't think it'll go back down. I think it might go up depending on
like
the beverages.
Yeah,
and
their menu,
dependent.
their prices, kind of. If it's a bit cheaper and has still got the quality of Barney's and maybe has a few extras like drinks, I think it can go up to blazing. You know what I mean? For sure.
Yeah, if you're looking for a shop that's not, too loud, you want to hang out with some friends, actually talk, and still get some decent products, definitely Amnesia is that
off
one.
the beaten track just enough.
Yeah,
it's not too far away to have to walk to, but it's far enough away to keep people not full, you know what I mean? So where's that bag? And we'll do the last one.
Rus,
There you go.
So shop number 4. We didn't do it last week because I didn't want to waste time doing this while we had the captain and Mila, the hash queen, on. So we didn't do it last week, but the week before we did it. And when we took out the 4th lighter, we ended up just talking, shut down the show, and forgot to actually put it onto the wall. So
Not our first time.
It's the second time we've done that. So last time Katsu was the 4th lighter.
Oh, Katsu.
And that went on to blazing.
Yeah.
So I just
Katsu's
pulled out
nice.
Woonie Hulp, or Easter Hoop as the Dutch would call it.
Oh.
Nice old shop. Anybody have any views on it?
I like how early they open. They open at like 7 or
Yeah,
something.
actually, that's right, because I lived in Lides playing. It was one day, you'd be still up at 6:30. You're like, Easter Hoop's open in a few minutes, let's walk down the
I went for a
road.
wake and bake one time after the poker night in your
yeah.
Yeah, me and Ghost Clouds floated down. For a morning joint before we went home. We were like, feck it, where's open?
Yeah,
We went into
nice.
Up. So I like that vibe is.
Yeah, they're comfy in the back as well.
Yeah,
big
big room.
couches and all.
Yeah.
And then the different levels, you can kind of have your own kind of separate space.
For
and
that,
stuff.
it's very nice.
Rest in peace, Rizla.
Yeah, the can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Only
Can't not
recently.
mention Rizla
Yeah.
if you're talking about Woonie Hulp.
What do you hope for sure?
Yeah.
I'm glad I went in.
Iconic piece of that
Coffee
coffee shop.
yeah.
They have a really beautiful mural of Rizla down in the
Oh,
lounge. I don't know if
Judy,
it's still
nice.
there.
I'm sure it is.
It actually was the first shop we ever did one of our rosin press workshops. Switch to
nice.
Summer High.
Nice.
We did one prior to that, but it wasn't branded in the summer series.
Yeah.
So that was actually the very first one. We did it 7/10. What was it? 2018, I think it was. Or 2019?
19, I think.
Yeah.
Just
19.
before, the year before lockdown.
Right before COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We started a lot of our
Yeah, you were
projects
like,
the
we're
weird-
getting it going. Then you're like,
people
fuck.
did, yeah.
Yeah, it's great vibes. They have some really good products at affordable
Yeah, I haven't
prices.
seen the menu in a while, but I remember it being decent enough. Like, they
quality
have good
con-
choice and good
Really good
prices.
hash shop.
Yeah.
Quality control, really, really, really nice.
Dad friendly.
They have, they actually have Soma's Amnesia Haze. So I know there's a lot of different discrepancies with the hazes, the Amnesia core cut or the Amnesia Haze Somas, and a lot of the menus kind of mix them all up.
Yeah.
So they actually get Soma's Haze, so they put it on them when they have it. They put it up as Soma's Amnesia.
Oh, nice.
So that's nice to see. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it
Just
respects
actually
to the
see where
actual,
they're getting it from.
origin.
Yeah.
And then like Zoe said, their hash is really, really nice.
Yeah.
Um,
nice.
Ooh,
I
I'll be
believe
going
they
down
were the
for that.
first one in Amsterdam to do the moon rocks. I'm not
Okay.
entirely sure, but
Okay.
I
They were definitely early.
believe
there,
they
yeah.
were, and they started doing the ice rocks
Okay.
as well.
What's Ice Rocks again?
It's, oh my god, I can't remember the exact thing. It's like,
Is a hash involved, or why is it? What's
Isolator hash.
no, oh my god, what is an ice rock? I think
So,
it's the diamonds on
while
the
you're thinking
outside.
about it, a moon rock
So,
is
yeah.
weed wrapped in wax, wrapped in keef.
Yes,
So
yes.
did that help figure
No,
out
it
what it
doesn't.
is?
No, it doesn't.
I thought I
'Cause
could
there's
fill the gap while
no,
you were
'cause-
thinking.
'cause there's the moon balls. I know there's moon balls
It
that
had
are
to
on
be
the
something
market
like
here.
diamonds, 'cause it was a step above.
I don't know. I know they were. I
Yeah.
believe they were doing them, but needless to say, I'm very certain they were the first
One of
ones
the first
to
for
do
sure,
the
if not the
rocks here.
first.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
they're
rate
definitely.
them.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd have them in Topshop, but I definitely have them between Blazing and Topshop.
Yeah, I think what stands out for me with them is they just seem like they have such a loyal like following. Like
Yeah,
that's one of the
they
shops.
do have a
like
big-
people really like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came in,
Oh, I
when I
need to
done
get
my
back to
poll
Winnie
one year.
Hall.
They came in the top 3, and they're always there or thereabouts, like the last 8 for sure, maybe the last 4 sometimes. But yeah, no, they're a good shop, but they're a little bit out.
Yeah, it's a little bit outside, and that's why I think
Yeah,
it's
on its own.
Yeah,
You can
well, yeah,
tell that
Funky
they have a big
Monkeys,
fan
Funky
base
Monkeys
because-
across the
Yeah.
road is not bad if you're
Yeah.
out that way. And
Mhm.
Mr. Cane Co. is only around the corner
Yeah,
too,
they're all
so
really
you're
close
not.
Yeah, I
to
think
each other.
tourists will come that
Yeah,
far. though,
yeah,
so it really
if
is
there's
like
a few in
testament
that
to the
area if you want to
shop,
do a
Yeah,
little
that
tour.
shows it's a good spot.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? To be out there, like it's not surrounded by restaurants,
Yeah,
anything.
no.
It's itchy houses.
Yeah,
So you have
and
to be
still have
holding
that
it.
support and that
Yeah.
following. Like, no, it does have a lot of people going
It
back.
shows a lot. Like
So,
yeah.
I would just have it at Topshop, or would just below, in between,
I would have it in between Topshop and
and Blazing.
Blazing.
Yeah, I
It's
think
probably
that's
because
fair
of
enough.
drinks and stuff
Because
like that.
drinks and because it's a little bit out and stuff. But
Yeah, it's a little
apart
bit
from
out.
that,
They don't
it's-
have the
I don't think
most
they have a games table. I
extensive
don't think they
drink
have
menu.
milkshakes or
No.
milkshakes.
I don't think so.
Or I don't know if they do toasties or any of them extras, you know what I mean? So it's like, again, the whole reason for this is we're not talking about how good the weed is. How much extras do you get when
Of
you go
course.
there? You know what I mean? So
Oh, vibe,
like I still
everything.
get stick over putting pre to me on Topshop, but I stand by. Nobody offers more than pre to me. You know
How
what I
can
mean?
you
For
not if you're
Yeah.
talking about it in
everything,
that sense?
you know what I mean?
They
You
have
can go there, have
they have
dinner.
a movie
You can't
room.
sleep
man.
Movie
there.
room.
You're not allowed to
Yeah.
fall asleep. That's
Yeah,
the problem.
yeah.
They make it so comfy and you can't fall
Yeah,
asleep.
Yeah,
it's
That's
cinema
They
the
literally
room
like,
and
take
all.
off your shoes when you're sitting up there, like no problem. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, we went up there. I think like 11:30 one night.
Yeah.
Sit down.
All these kids were like falling
Fuck,
asleep.
no
the poor
way.
like security guy kept
So
Yeah.
tired.
But that's it. You're in the
Yeah.
movie room halfway through a joint.
Yeah,
next
you were,
thing-
yeah, exactly.
the
you were
next
watching a
movie comes on, you're
yeah.
like, oh fuck it, you know what I mean? Milkshake, please, fucking chicken wings, whatever else, you know what I mean?
Exactly. It just happened.
It's yeah,
Yeah,
when
but
you're
for
when you're
that,
talking
that's-
about all the extras,
Yeah.
it's in a
Phenomenal
league of its
spot.
own.
Their
You know what I mean?
products
Has
have
got better.
really increased
Yeah,
over
so
the past
much
year.
better.
Yeah,
The
they're-
prices come down
Yeah.
and the quality
They've got their
is
Canadian
went up
menu, their
insane.
Dutch menu, their Cali menu. You know what I mean?
Even
It's-
that they're separating it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like there's a lot of shops selling Canadian as Cali.
Yeah.
Whereas at least you walk into Pre to Me and you can see Cali Canadian.
Yeah, and I think
that
all the
Dutch.
Cali's like
yeah.
$12.50 every
Yeah.
or every
Yeah,
Canadian.
Canadian is
sorry.
$12.50.
And then I
Yep.
think
Yeah.
all the Cali's only 18 or something, which is very like affordable.
Mhm.
It's still, I still think no strain is worth more than €16 tops. You know what I mean? Even no matter where it's from, but
Yeah.
18's nearly doable. You know what I mean? If it's half decent, so yeah, no, they've got much better. But
Yeah.
overall, I think it doesn't. Money Hope wouldn't go just Topshop because it has missing
Right.
them few little
Definitely
bits. you know what I mean?
blazing. Definitely quite blazing.
I'd say in between these two. So
Yeah.
I think everything we've had. No, we've had. What was the first one? Was
City Hall, I think, needs a revisit.
City Hall,
you know,
I think went
mixed
between these
reviews.
two.
Mhm.
The next one went between these two. Next one went between these two. And next one went between these two. So
Yeah.
Indecisive.
yeah, we're on the fence about everything, but I think it was a fair enough decision.
Yeah.
Because there's 5 things here, but if you use the half, you've nearly got a top 10. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Where this is 9, this is 7. You know what I mean? So it's not a
Makes
bad rating.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to add a couple more tiers on that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. But no, that's it. We use the in between. You're like, it's not
Right.
there, it's there. It kind of gives it that extra level.
Also giving them a chance to be like, oh, okay, see where they
Okay.
need to
Yeah.
step
We
up
just
so
need a
they
milkshake.
can-
Yeah, that's it. We just
Yeah,
need to-
then
And
we're
Glenn's
top
happy.
shop.
A few cushions and a milkshake, and we're up there.
You're up there
That's what I
fucking-
feel like. A bunch of
Yeah.
shops, though. It's like just
Just
like,
put a little effort in, and you're going to be there. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
it is that. It's
Yeah.
if this is your baby, your business, the little details mean so much.
Yeah,
for
it gets people talking about you. It gets
Yeah.
people wanting
Really
to come
does,
back. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like some shops will survive on their location, and they'll always have tourists. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
other shops that haven't got that central location, and people do have to travel out, like the Money Hopes
Yeah.
or whatever. You got to bring something extra to make
Yeah.
people travel that. Because why am I going to travel all that way out if there's no reason to?
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Literally,
Exactly.
yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, you were just talking about the corner. You know, it's
Yeah.
all the way out there.
Oh, and then it's
Yeah.
no, it's that's what I said to them. I go, and then you've got yin yangs beside it. Both of them are just takeaway. So I go
Mhm.
all the way out there. I'm like, oh, I've got weed. I'm like, back to the city I go. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
unless you're out there, you'd have to be very good for people to want to travel out there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you don't have a seating area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you can travel out there, have a joint, and then float back,
Right.
it's one thing. But
Yeah.
if you're like, oh, I'm going all the way here to grab weed, to turn around, to come all the way back, it's
Mhm.
you'd want to be offering something that very
I
extra for
agree,
that,
I agree,
price wise or strain wise. Baba's probably the only closest option you have out there. So that's we had the smoke session out there last week, so I was like, right, this is my chance. Corner and back to Baba.
It's another one of those shops that kind of has their like they're out of the way, but they have their own dedicated.
They're living on their name from
following,
Farmerstrat too. I think everyone remembers them. So like, where's that gone? Oh, I'll take a trip out there.
They have the Verdampers in there as well.
Oh,
beautiful
Vaporizers,
piece. We
which is
cleared.
amazing.
We had a 4-piece one last week, and we were all hitting it together.
Yeah.
They gave us like 4 different strains just to sample. Then Weedy Wonders, Let's Get Baked Bitch, Trichomes all came with edibles. So
super cool.
it was a rainy day, so a lot of people didn't come. So it's just more weed and edibles for us. So
it
worked out all right for the people who did brave the weather. They got extra high. So that was a good session. So shout out Baba, thank you very much.
Big time, beautiful energy, and literally as you say, the Verdampers.
Yeah, on every table,
really
you know what I mean.
nice touch,
Yeah, it's my favorite vaporizer for flour. Hands down.
It's really unique.
Nice and
I
clean.
really like it.
Beautiful piece of equipment.
It looks so confusing when you first see it. It's like fucking adding glass pieces on top. You're like, what the fuck?
It's a contraption.
Yeah.
I was surprised when I realized people actually use them. I kind of thought it was some like
and they
obsolete
leave it
thing
out
that
there
just
for
sat in the
everybody. You know
corner.
what I mean? It's the type of thing you'd be like, we'll bring this out and we'll set it up here. Like, fucking Vadamp away.
And like I've seen it in the shop, one of the mouthpiece, like the bars that she broke, and like it wasn't what it was, like you share break stuff, but and they literally came straight back out in like 2 seconds. New mouthpiece, everything, fix it. Yeah, no, really
I'd
good
say
energy.
they do go
of
through a
Babas.
few pieces there for sure. Like,
but I think that's really nice to see that they're willing to spend that extra bit so people can have the opportunity to try this. Because like especially like the Verdampa, it's a very rare piece. You can walk into a lot of shops, try a bong, but certain pieces like even Old Church, they've all the dab stuff, everything.
The
coffee
press
shops,
and everything.
Yeah, giving people that opportunity to try a different technique.
Yeah,
It's
they have
like
a volcano
nice way.
over there.
That's it's the extras that do.
There's some amenities, that
Makes
really
it more
stand
fun.
out.
The
student glasses at a few of the shops. Of course, Tyson has their Mike Tyson
the
brand.
volcano, or what's it?
The student glass gravity bong.
Yeah, gravity bong. That's the word for it.
But there's actually a few other shops here in Amsterdam that do have the Verdamper, and it's really cool.
I always thought it was Baba's.
Happy Feelings is set up similar to how Baba is, not like their lounge, but with the Verdampers on every table.
The tall tables.
So they have a variety.
That's one with the cartoon wall.
Such a nice look.
Oh yeah, and I haven't actually chilled in there. Okay, we'll take.
The Tootie Lounge is there. They have nice products too.
We're gonna get so high.
They get a lot of their products in the Haze Monkeys.
Okay,
really nice products over there.
Products.
And then the new 2D Lounge is super cool. I believe it's in collaboration with Muscat. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe.
Yeah, it looks funky, looks trippy inside. It feels like
I want to color it though.
Yeah.
I should color it.
137 also has.
137. Somebody told me that's only takeaway now.
It is only takeaway every once in a while. I think it's later in the evening.
Okay.
But the last 2 times I went there, it was open for
okay,
smoking.
nice,
and I sat
because it's a nice shop
And
there.
then Katsu is another shop.
Have they got Verdampers?
They have a Verdamper.
Oh, nice. There you go. Anyone looking for Verdampers, there's your list.
It's classic though. It's so Dutch, you know.
No, for sure.
And I like the high off it because it's so clean.
Yeah,
it's
no,
like there's no. It's like it's for medical reasons.
Yeah.
So you get like.
As I was saying, I can't hit bongs, but I was hitting that well. If you see the video I put up, you see 4 of us hitting, and then I bowed out halfway through because I know my own lungs because I know I'd be coughing.
But
so
it's
it
literally
was.
for
I was
that.
fine
Yeah.
on it. Yeah.
Wow.
That was nice.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I like it a lot
touch.
more than the volcano. There was, I think, one of the
I
first
volcano.
Yeah, they're
actual
lovely.
good vaporizers I used for flour. But my pet peeve with it is after a while that plastic has to start melting away.
Yeah.
You have to be.
You
getting
start
some weird
tasting the
residue.
last strain.
Yeah.
That's why the Verdamper is really nice and clean.
clean
Never
glass.
even
glass.
thought of that.
So that's why my preference is towards the Verdamper.
Yeah,
No, it is a
definitely
nice
the
piece
glass
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, but the volcano is very effective, and then you can get your huge.
Both
big
medicinal,
bags.
both
Yeah.
medicinal.
That's what
That's
we
what
always
we
have it
need
at the
bags.
Fairy House. We
Literally.
Damprink always donate strains for people to taste and sample, and they just fill up the balloons all night at the Fairy House and just hand it.
Literally,
So
it's
the
just
first
like volcano
first
bags
time we had it was the
everywhere.
sculpture night when we made these, so everyone had clay all over their hands, and
those are great.
they're just handing balloons to people, and they're just smoking it and passing it back. It was beautiful. So
You can really get a good taste of the weed.
yeah,
It
that's
is,
it.
it's
Good for sampling.
What was the strain this week?
Melanade.
Yeah,
Oh my
oh, it's
god.
beautiful.
He literally, the dampering was like, see what you think, let me know.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah, as soon as
beautiful.
I smelled it, I was like, oh my god, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
no, like
Proper
they're
gassy.
coming in with some beautiful strains. But yeah, that
Yeah.
Melanade, wow, dampering.
Yeah.
They have some of their
Honestly.
own genetics as well.
Yes,
Oh,
They're-
yeah.
the
And
old
prices
school
there are
hazes.
amazing too.
Yeah.
It's 1650 as high as the Cali goes and 1450 I think. No, 16 is their Cali, 1450 is their Dutch. That's as
Yeah.
high as
Nice,
anything
wow.
goes.
And like beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Really
Oh, yeah.
beautiful.
And
And like you're
Perez
saying,
Hilton's one of my
yes.
favorites.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
gorgeous flavour out
Yeah,
of it.
so much
yeah.
choice there, like a big menu and a
Oh,
good for again from like €8 and it only goes up to 14.50 for
They have
Dutch
Yeah.
affordable
tickets.
dabs as well. If
Yeah.
you're looking for
Yeah.
affordable dab,
Oh,
I
nice.
think
The
it's 50 a
pressure labs and
gram.
all, yeah.
They have the Nasty glue.
Yeah, that's
They
one of their
do.
best. And then
They
the
did
Rocky
this,
Dennis.
yeah.
Rocky Dennis, they
Yeah.
now have the Rocky Dennis.
It's
I
in
saw
a
that, and I
crumble,
haven't tried
yeah.
it in the crumble form yet.
Oh, they
but
have that in wax now.
They have it in
oh,
wax
wow.
now. Yes, they
Wow.
just added it. So I
Nice.
love the Rocky Dennis.
Yeah, I had it for the first time in the coffee shop league last year, and I straight away I was like, "What did I smoke there?" They're like, "Oh, dampering straight down.
They-
Give me that
They've
Rocky
Yeah,
had it
Dennis." It was
consistently
fire
for several
every
years
time.
now. I think the first
Yeah.
time I tried it was like 3 years ago, maybe 2, and it was by far the best weed I
Yeah.
smoked all year
Beautiful.
long. I had to go back a couple
Literally.
times that year
Yeah.
to get it, and
That's
they
it.
still have it. Now they have it in dabs. So
Joint,
Nice,
like-
I'd say that's.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
a dabber, but
For
I'd say
50
that.
grand.
Yeah, you'd want to try
if
it
the
for
taste
flavor.
came over at all, I'd
Mhm.
say that's going to be a
Yeah.
nice dab for sure,
Phenomenal.
100%.
No, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful stuff in that shop.
But right, I think we're going to wrap it up then. Do
Okay.
you want to give last plug out to the coffee shop
Yeah.
I
awards?
mean, I think we've
Get
just
in
given a bunch of
voting.
reasons
So,
why
yeah.
it's so important to vote.
Yeah, there's so many
Literally.
options. Go
Yeah.
on daily
Learn
and
about
vote
the
it up.
shops,
Yeah.
definitely,
yeah, this
Yeah.
is exactly why we have the People's Choice Awards, because
Yeah.
there's so many different
Exactly, yeah.
elements
Yeah.
that draw people into the shops.
I think it speaks for
And
itself.
people
Yeah.
get to vote what they like, and people get to learn what other people like through the voting. You know what I mean? Which is the main thing. And same with the smoke wall. You get to hear of shops you never heard of, or reasons to go to shops again that you've been to
Yeah.
and didn't like, or whatever. So yeah, no, it's always good to be just keeping everywhere talked about. You know what I mean?
Definitely,
It's
yeah.
they all
We're
des-
all over the city.
they all
too.
deserve
Yeah,
to be
right.
mentioned. Yeah, that's it. They all deserve a mention. They're doing
But
great
yeah,
work.
you guys
Essential
can
workers.
voice your
Yeah.
opinion. You have until
The
24th?
24th.
Yeah,
did you say?
24th,
vote noon.
Amsterdam Coffeeshop
So
Awards.
vote daily.
You can
Um,
vote daily.
yeah.
So honestly,
Nice.
it's so cool to learn other people's
It
perspective
is.
on these shops.
Yeah.
So please.
And then
Please
you
give us
have the big
feedback.
awards
Yeah.
then on the
Yeah.
25th.
25th is the
25th?
awards. The weekend starts the 24th with
Nice.
some big
Loads. So
smoke
keep your eye
sessions,
on
so-
their
And-
Instagram and stuff for
Oh,
everything.
and the coffee shop crawl, of course.
Yeah,
the
if you
week
want to
before.
sample the products yourself, the coffee shops are going to be offering the entries on their menu over the next 2 weeks.
in the
Yeah.
Yes,
bags.
if you
After the
purchase
cup
it,
as
you
well,
get it
yeah,
in
of
one of
course.
these bags, and
Yeah.
you can sample.
See
yeah.
what the judges are smoking and
Some
see
of the
what's
entries.
yeah.
We'll have a full
Nice.
list of that up in the next few days.
What strains
Yeah,
and where
keep
to
an
go
eye
for
on,
them.
AmsterdamCoffeeshopAwards.com. We'll have
Yeah.
more
Nice.
info coming soon. There's already a ton on there.
Yeah.
Can learn
Yeah,
more
he's
about
looking
our
to give a busy
judges, our
few weeks ahead of us
sponsors.
for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
we have
it's so
about
good,
2
yeah.
dozen coffee shops that have entered this year.
Nice.
It's a very
Beautiful.
fierce competition
Competition,
in
yeah.
every single
It
category.
really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Nice.
Amazing.
Thank
work.
you, everybody. For
Yeah, thank you.
helping us.
And
Thanks
thank you
to-
for
No,
coming
yeah,
on.
thanks
Yeah,
for
thanks
having
to
us.
Rus and
Appreciate it.
Zoe,
Thank you,
and
thank
as
you.
always, thanks to the Fade of Fairy.
Thank you.
Like and subscribe and
Grandmaster.
all that stuff, and yeah, we'll catch you in the
you.
next one. Cheers,
thanks.
guys.
Oh,
Thank you,
thank
guys.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.